Welcome to the Fantasy Audiobook. All People's Guild. Recruit Succubus Sisters at the beginning. Chapter 1. I'm so nervous. I'm about to enter the magic world. Don't be nervous, the elimination rate is close to 90%. Even if we can't finally establish a guild, we can still work in other people's guilds. It's like traveling to another world. Quote. Qin Yang stood in the crowd in obscurity. Qin Yang is not from this world, but a traveler. This parallel world has different rules. Anyone who has reached the age of 18 can enter a different world and establish their own adventurers' guild. Recruit powerful creatures from other worlds, complete daily tasks, and get rich rewards. However, it is not easy to register as a guild. 2 requirements must be met. 1. The guild contracts a permanent creature from another world. 2. Pay 10 silver coins for the registered guild fee. Moreover, thermal weapons such as gunpowder and shells cannot be brought into the magical world. Forcibly brought in cannot be used normally, and will lose qualifications. Therefore, although tens of millions of people enter the magical world every year, they are eliminated because they cannot meet these 2 conditions, and the elimination rate is as high as 90%. But, if you can meet the 2 conditions and successfully register in the Adventurers Guild, then your life's destiny will change from then on. Not only can you quickly accumulate wealth by completing tasks, but you can also use props from different worlds to enhance your strength, and even obtain the qualification to become a god. And today is the day to enter the magical world. Qin Yang is also one of them. Line up in an orderly manner to enter the teleportation circle, and go to another world to establish your own guild. It's your turn. Finally, it was Qin Yang's turn. Qin Yang entered the teleportation array under the leadership of a staff member. Qin Yang, is it? The staff finally confirmed Qin Yang's name. Qin Yang nodded. Okay, get ready, the teleportation array will open soon. After leaving a word, the staff left. Qin Yang, standing in the teleportation array, quietly waited for the teleportation array to start. The teleportation array is starting. An ethereal voice sounded. Qin Yang was swallowed by the white beam of light. When he opened his eyes again, he had already entered a wooden house. The cabin has a simple set of furniture. A wooden table, 2 wooden stools and a bulletin board. Is this the magical world? There seems to be magic in the air. Taking a deep breath, Qin Yang found that the air here was a bit different. Refreshing and energizing with every breath. Welcome to the magic world. The guild leader from Blue Star, this will be your initial guild landmark. You can issue tasks through the bulletin board, and the first adventurer recruitment will be available in 1 minute. Hint, from now on, you can use the magic light screen. In the next second, a lot of information flooded into Qin Yang's mind. 4 options appeared in his vision. Adventurer recruitment, 1 minute cooldown, guild information, chat channel, trading mall. With a thought, Qin Yang entered the guild information. Guild name, none, unregistered. Guild president, Qin Yang. Guild level, first class guild. Guild contract, none. Guild funds, 0 gold coins, 0 silver coins, 0 copper coins. You need to complete the guild registration quickly. If the guild cannot be registered, the tasks on the bulletin board will not be upgraded, and the operation of the guild will not be maintained. If Qin Yang wanted to make a big splash in the magic world, he had to register with the guild as soon as possible. Adventurer recruitment cooldown ends. Now you can recruit adventurers. After the cooldown ended, Qin Yang immediately opened the recruitment of adventurers. The recruitment interface has a gray character card. After infusing magical energy, the detailed information of the adventurer will appear on it. The first recruit means a lot to the guild master. If you can recruit powerful creatures at the beginning, then you can easily complete the adventure mission issued. On the contrary, if the recruited creatures are too weak, the adventure mission will fail, and may even lead to the death of the recruited creatures. That also means that the guild leader lost the possibility of establishing a guild and was eliminated from this world. Don't let me down, Qin Yang whispered expectantly. Hint, recruiting adventurers for the first time is free. Do you want to recruit? Yes, magic energy is being injected. As soon as the words fell, a colored magical energy injected into the gray card. Immediately afterwards, the gray card changed. The originally dull color began to bloom with a strange brilliance. Ding! There was a crisp sound. White light suddenly appeared. A gray card appeared, showing a middle-aged knight holding a long sword. Congratulations. Successfully recruited a second-order ordinary adventurer, Royal Knight Vince. Tier 2 rare adventurer. When Qin Yang saw the adventurer's message, he had mixed feelings. The second level is the level of adventurers, the first level, the second level, the 10th level, and the holy level. Rarity is the quality of adventurers, divided into common, rare, epic, legendary, and mythical. And the color that suddenly appears during the recruitment process is also related to the quality of the adventurer. The order is white, blue, purple, gold, red. Generally speaking, a second-tier ordinary adventurer can successfully complete the lowest-level missions, but his growth and strength are very limited, and he cannot dispatch higher-level missions. It also means that the development of Qin Yang Guild will be very slow and difficult. Hey, we can only recruit him first, let's take a step at a time. Qin Yang sighed helplessly. Lady Luck may not have patronized him. Just when Qin Yang was about to press the recruit button, a strange voice suddenly sounded. It is detected that the host has entered the magical world, and the infinite refresh system has been activated. Do you want to refresh the adventurer recruitment? Refresh. Qin Yang is delighted, the system is finally activated. His golden finger finally arrived. Congratulations. Successfully recruited a first-order ordinary adventurer, Goblin Warrior, Aemon. Continue to refresh. Congratulations. Successfully recruited a first-order rare adventurer, Lizardman, Akyu. Congratulations. Successfully recruited a Tier 3 ordinary adventurer, Royal Knight, Zig. Congratulations. Successfully recruited a first-order epic adventurer, Fire Dragon Knight, Yan. With the infinite refresh system, Qin Yang constantly refreshes the recruitment of adventurers. Ordinary recruitment cannot recruit red-quality adventurers, so Qin Yang plans to first create a gold-quality high-level adventurer. Yes, a golden light suddenly appeared. Finally. After thousands of respawns, let Qin Yang spawn a legendary quality adventurer. Coming. Qin Yang expects the Screen Master to breathe. The adventurer with golden legendary quality was finally spawned by him. Congratulations. Successfully recruited 5th-tier legendary adventurers, Succubus sisters, Iris. Why are there 2 people? Qin Yang was a little puzzled, not sure why he recruited 2 adventurers at once. Why a succubus? The golden light is shining. Before he could figure it out, 2 legendary level adventurers appeared in Qin Yang's guild. Sister, it seems that there is a new mission. Sister, we can't accept all missions. All missions lower than D level will be given up. Good sister. The golden light dissipated. 2 stunning beauties appeared in front of Qin Yang. They have the appearance of human women, but have a pair of black horns on their heads. The first thing that caught my eye was my elder sister, Elise. She had a fiery figure like a devil, with long and flowing purple curly hair draped over her shoulders, and her black armor clinging to her skin, showing her perfect figure. The exquisite facial features are ingenious, the fair and flawless skin reveals a light pink, and the thin lips are as delicate as rose petals. The younger sister is similar in appearance and figure to the elder sister. Only it lacks a bit of charm, which is slightly green. But it is also charming, bright and enchanting. Irresistible. Welcome to my guild, 2 succubus ladies. Qin Yang greeted Elise and Alice politely. You gave me a good initial impression, a human from another world. Elise nodded in satisfaction, and then replied, Succubus Elise, Elise joins your guild for the time being. President. Hiss. This voice grows up to be extremely charming. Almost let Qin Yang die in place. Is this the succubus? The legendary monster that can bring infinite happiness. But now, it is the adventurers under Qin Yang who work for him. Is there any task for us? President. My sister said that we will not accept tasks below D level. Sister Alice asked Qin Yang. Not necessarily. For the sake of the chairman's handsomeness, I can consider taking up the task. Elise immediately followed suit and was willing to work for Qin Yang. Of course, it's not because Qin Yang is handsome, but more because Elise's first impression of Qin Yang is very good. Sister, that's not what you said just now. Alice asked puzzled. Shut up, my sister. Carrot. The conversation between the 2 made Qin Yang smile lightly. With them around, I shouldn't feel annoyed. You 2 sit down for a while, I'll take a look at the adventure mission. Qin Yang asked the two to sit down for a while he went to check the initial tasks. After a reply, the two sisters sat on the wooden bench, quietly waiting for Qin Yang. Qin Yang walked to the front of the notice board. Adventure tasks will be announced to every guild leader through the bulletin board every day. The guild leader can decide who to send to complete the task. If the task is successful, you will get the specified reward. If the task fails, not only will all the rewards be lost, but the adventurer may also be damaged. Of course, you can't skip the mission. If you don't accept the mission for a long time, the monsters in the mission will attack the guild. At that time, the entire guild will be in crisis. It is better to give up early and return to the original world. Entering the bulletin board, the initial task was displayed in front of his eyes. Destroy the slime in the Black Forest. Mission difficulty, F. Task reward, 50 copper coins. Adventurer reward, 25 copper coins. The task should also be refreshed, right? Qin Yang guessed. Refresh. Destroy the goblins in the Black Forest. Mission difficulty, F. Task reward, 65 copper coins. Adventurer reward, 40 copper coins. Refresh. Collect 10 ice fruit grass. Mission difficulty, F. Task reward, 60 copper coins. Adventurer reward, 30 copper coins. After several refreshes, Qin Yang found that although the task can be changed, the difficulty of the task cannot be changed. Probably because the difficulty of the task is related to the level of the guild. This made him slightly disappointed. Wait, sudden. Qin Yang had an idea. If the task can be refreshed, can the task reward be refreshed separately? With this idea in mind, Qin Yang tried it. Refresh. Collect 10 ice fruit grass. Mission difficulty, F. Task reward, 1 silver coin. Adventurer reward, 30 copper coins. Really? Seeing this scene, Qin Yang laughed. Simple tasks, but can reap high rewards. This is the correct way to use the refresh system. Refresh. Next, Qin Yang refreshed hundreds of times. And keep these refreshed amounts in mind. He found that the minimum remuneration amount was 60 copper coins at the beginning, and it would not be lower. But the highest amount of remuneration has only appeared in 59 silver coins and 40 copper coins. That is to say, the refresh amount of the remuneration fluctuates within 1 to 99. Qin Yang was overjoyed. 100 times reward, this is already outrageous. At last, Qin Yang created an almost perfect F-level mission. Collect 10 ice fruit grass. Mission difficulty, F. Task reward, 59 silver coins and 40 copper coins. Adventurer reward, 28 silver coins and 80 copper coins. Accept the mission. The task has been accepted. Please assign this task to guild members. Come on, take a look at your tasks. Qin Yang assigned the task to the two succubi. Look, F-rank mission. Seeing that it was an F-rank mission, Elise had a displeased expression on her face. Alice hurriedly shouted, "Sister! Look at the reward! Look at the reward! Look at the reward! How is this possible?" Elise was shocked when she saw the reward. Why is there 28 silver coins for F-level missions? This is higher than the reward for C-level missions. How is this possible? Elise's beautiful eyes were full of disbelief. She couldn't believe that the reward for this F-level mission was as high as 28 silver coins. And it's just the easiest way to collect ice fruit grass. Is this really real? So, are you willing to accept this task? Qin Yang asked the two with a smile. Of course I would. Elise smiled back and took the task into her bag. It is impossible for her to refuse such a generous reward, and the difficulty of the task is very low, so she does not have to risk her life at all. Isn't this the beauty of pie in the sky? Sister, let's go and complete the adventure mission issued by the president. Elise immediately got up to complete the task Qin Yang sent to them. Okay, sister. The Succubus sisters walked and smiled, and left Qin Yang's wooden house to find the ice fruit grass needed for the mission. Qin Yang, who had been standing still, also breathed a sigh of relief after the task was announced. A bright smile crossed his face. With unlimited refreshing of this golden finger, his guild will definitely develop rapidly. Become one of the best existences in the wizarding world. Of course this is not his ultimate goal, becoming a god is. By the way, how much is the second recruitment? Qin Yang opened the adventurer recruitment. 1 gold coin. Seeing the price, he smiled wryly and shook his head. 1 gold coin equals 100 silver coins and 10,000 copper coins. Even if the reward for an F-level task is increased by 100 times, it is only 50 or 60 silver coins. No wonder the elimination rate of guild registration is so high. How many tasks must be completed before the second recruitment? Therefore, the adventurers recruited at the beginning largely determine the future of the guild. The European emperor and the African chieftain are just in one thought. Look at the chat channel. Taking advantage of the interval between the Succubus sisters' missions, Qinyang opened the chat channel with a thought. You have received an invitation message. Qinyang was a little puzzled, not knowing who invited him to join a group chat. Qinyang clicked agree. Wow, Qinyang, you are finally here. We have been waiting for you for a long time. How is it? Are you still used to entering the magic world on the first day? Quote. Qinyang saw that it was a group of classmates. There are only a dozen or so people in the group, but only 5 or 6 people have completed the registration. It's okay, I like this world very much. Qinyang replied to the students in the group. Then quickly become stronger. Register for the guild. You don't want to be eliminated. Ha 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 ha. Qinyang can definitely do it. He is so capable, this little setback can't stop him. By the way, Qinyang, what is the strength of the first adventurer you recruited? I'm curious too. The students asked Qinyang questions one after another. It's okay, it's more than enough to complete the task. Qinyang replied vaguely. There is no need to tell others all the information about your guild. It's enough. It seems that Qinyang can also register for the guild within half a month. By then, 7 members of the group will have successfully registered for the guild. I'm so envious. I've been in the magic world for a month, and I haven't registered for a guild yet. The rare knights I've recruited don't want to sign a permanent contract with me at all. No way, you have a good talk with him. It's definitely okay to be soft and hard. I want, too. After a few brief chats, Qinyang closed the group messages. He also needs to consider how to make the 2 succubi reach a permanent contract with him. If they are unwilling, they can only spend another gold coin for the second recruitment. Fortunately, for Qinyang, 1 gold coin is only 2 days' mission reward. After closing the group chat, Qinyang looked at the trading mall. It is divided into system mall and player mall. There are food, props, furniture, etc. in the system mall. It can meet the basic living needs of the guild leader in the magic world. In the player mall, there are some extra props obtained by adventurers during their quests. Generally speaking, the price of these props is high, which cannot be afforded by Qinyang, a newcomer who has just entered the magic world. In addition to these props, there are also permanent contracts for sale. There is a high probability that this situation will occur because the guild's development no longer needs this adventurer. Of course, there are other strange reasons, such as personality problems or growth aptitude, and was finally abandoned by the guild leader. This also caused the recruited adventurers to be unwilling to sign a permanent contract immediately. Because they also have souls and self-awareness. Instead of letting the guild leader dominate and manipulate. Sister, have you really decided? At this moment, the voices of Elise and Elise came from outside the door. In less than half an hour, they had already completed the tasks assigned to them by Qinyang. Of course, sister, this guild leader must have a secret. We must seize this opportunity. I don't want to be displaced anymore. That's good. I listen to you, sister. Squeak. The wooden door was opened. Elise and Alice returned to Qinyang's guild with 10 ice fruit grasses. It's done, my lord. Elise handed 10 ice fruit grass to Qinyang. You guys are doing great. Qinyang took the ice fruit grass with a smile. And click submit task. Mission completed. Get paid 59 silver coins and 40 copper coins. Adventurers reward 28 silver coins and 80 copper coins. The adventurer's reward and the leader's reward are separate, and the leader can also decide to increase or decrease the adventurer's reward. This behavior will affect the adventurer's favor and loyalty to the guild. This is yours. Qinyang handed over the silver coin containing the reward to Elise. Exactly 28 silver coins and 80 copper coins. Real. Elise weighed the heavy purse in her hands. An F-level mission really has so many mission rewards. She was secretly happy, maybe she was going to get rich. The new mission will be refreshed tomorrow, can you come tomorrow? Qin Yang asked the two of them. Come, of course. That's good. See you tomorrow. Qin Yang smiled faintly. I'm going to pack up and buy some furniture and food. That, the president. Elise seemed to have something to say. Anything else? Can we sign a permanent contract in your guild? We want to work for you forever. Real. Qin Yang was pleasantly surprised. He didn't expect Elise to offer to sign a permanent contract. Well, please, the president, accept us. Please accept us, Chairman. Elise's eyes flickered secretly, conveying her heart to Qin Yang. Qin Yang, who was tempted by Elise, smiled helplessly. This wave is really going in both directions. Of course, I'm very happy to have two beautiful succubus permanent residents in the guild. Qin Yang smiled and took out the permanent contract. This is a contract from the will of the world. Once signed, adventurers can only accept tasks in Qin Yang's guild. Before signing the contract, do you have any requirements? For example, how much salary do you want every month? Qin Yang asked the two succubus sisters. The signing of the permanent contract means that Qin Yang has to pay a certain amount every month as the adventurer's fixed salary. Otherwise, no one is willing to sign a permanent contract, and it will only restrict one's own freedom. Master President, come closer. Elise waved Qin Yang charmingly. Qin Yang approached Elise 10 centimeters curiously. The next moment, Elise took the initiative to lean towards Qin Yang. It stuck to Qin Yang's ear. Qin Yang could smell Elise's scent, which was similar to perfume, but even better. And close to Elise, Qin Yang's eyes were filled with snow white that was about to come out. The hard armor couldn't completely cover her figure. This looming state is more attractive than not wearing it. Elise, who was close to Qin Yang, whispered in Qin Yang's ear. Also, hearing Elise's request, Qin Yang smiled slightly. Then he turned his gaze to Alice. Asked, what about you? How much salary do you want? Qin Yang's question made Alice look at her sister in confusion. Don't look at me, this is your pocket money. Elise said that she would not advise Alice. This made Alice pouted. He sank his mind for a moment. He stretched out a finger and said to Qin Yang, 1 gold coin a month. Really? Qin Yang was secretly delighted. If only 1 gold coin a month was needed to feed the 5th-tier golden legendary adventurers. That is definitely a bloody deal. Almost there. Alice nodded vigorously. She didn't have too many demands, 1 gold coin was enough. Well, the two of you will sign this permanent contract. Qin Yang handed over the 2 contracts to Elise and Alice. Okay. Elise picked up a pen and wrote her name on the contract. And when Elise signed, the salary column on the contract was exposed to Elise's eyes. Food and lodging included. Sister, all you want is board and lodging. Alice saw that her sister didn't ask for a penny, but chose to provide food and accommodation in the guild, and she couldn't calm down immediately. What, can't you? Elise asked with a smile. But, at this moment, Alice finally understood what her sister meant by saying that she didn't want to be displaced. She is going to live forever in Qin Yang's guild. Master President, I also want to include food and shelter. Is that okay? I don't want a gold coin. Alice hurriedly asked Qin Yang. Why, don't you like living in the succubus abyss? Elise asked her sister Elise. I don't. I want to be with my sister all the time. That's up to you, as long as you don't regret it. Here, a new contract. Qin Yang handed Alice a new permanent contract. He didn't know if other guild leaders would provide food and accommodation. At least he will. Adventurers do not have a fixed place to live, or live with their clansmen. The living environment is not particularly good. It is better to live in Qin Yang's guild. Of course, there is a huge difference between human adventurers and other races, because they have their own towns and kingdoms. They prefer to live in their hometown, unless they really like everything about the guild. Or in the guild, there are people they are willing to devote their lives to. All right, 2 contracts were signed. Qin Yang pockets them, so he has 2 resident adventurers. And the 10 silver coins required to register the guild have also been collected. He can directly register with the guild. With a thought, Qin Yang opened the guild information. And click Register Guild. Your guild has met the registration requirements. Do you want to pay 10 silver coins to register the guild? Yes. Please choose a resounding guild name for your guild. The name of the guild. Qin Yang thought for a moment. Then I had the answer in my heart. Let's call it Qingyang Guild. It's actually a homonym of his name. Registration success. Tip: now you can upgrade the guild cabin and bulletin board to receive more advanced tasks. Reminder: you need to pass the guild test to receive advanced tasks. Very good. The first step is completed. Qin Yang smiled faintly. Who would have thought that Qin Yang would complete the guild registration in less than half a day? Just then, a message flashed across the world channel. Congratulations to the establishment of Qingyang Guild. It took 2 hours, 13 minutes and 07 seconds. Quote. What? The guild registration was completed in 2 hours. This. How did this happen? Did he cheat? It must be a small guild supported by the big guild. Otherwise, it would not be so fast. Absolutely. Has this already broken the record for the fastest registered guild? Another boss. I'm so envious. Quote. For the intense discussion on World Channel, Qin Yang just smiled lightly. Opened the system mall, and calmly asked the 2 succubi, what kind of bed do you want? Single bed or double bed? Coral velvet or cotton bedding? I'll prepare it for you. You guys will live in this room from now on, the furniture has been arranged. Qin Yang sorted out a bedroom for the 2 succubus. His wooden house can be continuously expanded, as long as there is enough money. 2 beds plus some bedding and other daily necessities cost Qin Yang 6 silver coins. This is a necessary expense. Thank you, Chairman, we like it very much. Alice and Alice were seeing the line of defense Qin Yang had prepared for them. Very satisfied. 2 exquisite single beds, soft bedding and various small items placed in the room. They were all specially prepared by Qin Yang for them. If you have any other needs, you can tell me, and I will take care of it for you. As the president of the guild, it is right to give benefits to guild members. No more. Elise smiled and shook her head, she had no more needs. Yes, Chairman, when can we have dinner? Alice jumped up and asked Qin Yang. Her stomach was hungry and she urgently needed Qin Yang to fill her up. I'll let you know after dinner later, you guys want to rest here first. Okay. Qin Yang turned and left the room of the 2 sisters. He now has to prepare to upgrade the level of the bulletin board, and increase the difficulty of tomorrow's task to at least E level. With a thought, he entered the guild information. Guild name, Qingyang Guild. Guild President, Qin Yang. Guild level, First Class Guild. Guild contract, 1. Guild funds, 0 gold coins, 49 silver coins, 60 copper coins. Mission bulletin board level, F. Maximum number of tasks, 1. Why is there only 1 contract? The number of guild contracts made Qin Yang a little puzzled. Obviously he signed 2 succubus. But looking back, the succubus sisters seem to have been recruited together, maybe that's the reason. Let's upgrade the mission level first. Upgrading the level of the task notice board requires the completion of special tasks. Do you accept this task? Special mission. Accept. Qin Yang accepted the special task decisively. Special mission. Defeat the Guardian of the Black Forest. Mission difficulty, E. Task reward, none. Adventurer's reward, none. Special. E-level tasks can be refreshed in the task notice bar. Is there no task reward? Qin Yang touched his chin. No pay. This is not acceptable. Refresh. Special mission. Defeat the Guardian of the Black Forest. Mission difficulty, E. Task reward, Black Mysterious Beads. Special. Adventurer's reward, none. Special. E-level tasks can be refreshed in the task notice bar. What is this? Qin Yang, who refreshed something strange, couldn't believe his eyes. Black Mystery Beads. What kind of strange task reward is this? After thinking about it for a while, Qin Yang decided to leave this mission reward. Maybe there are unexpected gains. Refresh. Qin Yang refreshed the rewards for adventurers again. Special mission. Defeat the Guardian of the Black Forest. Mission difficulty, E. Task reward, Black Mysterious Beads. Special. Adventurer reward, 1 gold coin maximum reward. Special. E-level tasks can be refreshed in the task notice bar. Not bad. Reached the maximum with only 1 refresh. Qin Yang was overjoyed. There is no need to repeatedly refresh the task rewards. Accept the mission. The task has been accepted. Please assign this task to guild members. It's getting late, give them the task tomorrow, and then refresh the daily task. Qin Yang set himself a goal for tomorrow. Let's buy some food first, and enjoy a delicious meal in another world with the two of them at night. Qin Yang, who was talking to himself, suddenly fell silent. I muttered in my heart, do succubi also need to eat? They shouldn't be smoking. Ahem, just buy some ordinary human food, and don't care if they eat it or not. Qin Yang bought some food in the mall. The food in the other world is very cheap, as long as a dozen copper coins can buy a big meal enough for 3 people. After purchasing the food, Qin Yang shouted to the two sisters, dinner is bought, come out and eat. Here we come, chairman, after a simple dinner. Qin Yang returned to his room to rest. The layout of his room is similar to that of the two Succubus sisters. It was just a single bed turned into a double bed. Lying on the soft bed, Qin Yang happily enjoyed the first night in another world. As the saying goes, everything is difficult at the beginning, maybe on Qin Yang's side, it will always be smooth sailing. Sleep. Qin Yang closed his eyes in a daze. About to fall asleep. And just when Qin Yang was about to fall asleep, Elise's breath was heard next to his ear. Master President, I haven't had enough for dinner, can I have some supper? The one prepared for me alone. Master President, I'm not full for dinner, can I have another meal? Elise appeared beside Qin Yang at some point. She was wearing a purple transparent pajamas, staring at Qin Yang's side face with fiery eyes. A warm breath came out of his lips, making the surrounding air ambiguous. Facing Elise's night attack, Qin Yang's expression was calm. There was no fluctuation in expression. He even turned sideways and chatted with Elise. It was like this before, asking for extra meals from other people. Before, Elise's reaction was first stunned, and then a charming smile appeared on her face. I will only shoot the prey I am interested in. You are the first and only one. Really, I don't believe it. Qin Yang was reluctant to believe what Elise said. It stands to reason that succubus is in great demand, at least that's what is written in Western fantasy novels. Cluck. Elise made a sound like a silver bell. He continued. Please rest assured, my Lord President, everything I said is true. If you don't believe me, you can take a look at my succubus inscription, it is still empty. Saying that, Elise lifted off her pajamas. Show off the snow-white lower abdomen in front of Qin Yang's eyes. In the center of the lower abdomen, just below the navel, there is a pattern engraved. The inscription is exclusive to the succubus. It is rumored that if it can be filled with energy, the succubus holding the inscription will become a holy existence. The pattern on Elise's belly was gray and without any color. Which means she has never been infused with energy. Is my belly beautiful? Elise asked softly to Qin Yang, who was staring fascinated. Qin Yang was so shocked that he almost fell off the bed. Cluck. What a funny reaction. Elise gave a charming smile. Ahem. What should I do? Can I help you? Qin Yang asked Elise. But maybe, he already knew what he would do later. All you need is for the president to fall asleep quietly, and leave the rest to me. Elise's soft voice rang in Qin Yang's ears. As if cast a spell. Let Qin Yang slowly lie on the bed. Slowly fell into dreamland. The preparations are done, it's time to enjoy. Elise is preparing for her next move. But he was surprised to find Qin Yang's strangeness. PFF'd. My president, you may have misunderstood me. But, you should be very comfortable in the dream. After muttering softly, Elise poured her magic power into Qin Yang's body. A succubus doesn't need to have relationships with other people to get the energy they need. All she needs is prolonged contact with the opposite gender. And when in contact, you must touch your inscription for a long time to absorb the other party's energy. Elise grabbed Qin Yang's hand and placed it on the succubus inscription. In the next second, a strong energy began to pour into Elise's inscription. What a powerful energy. This extra meal is also wonderful. Elise said happily. This is the first time she has enjoyed an additional meal. Although she and Alice are succubus, it doesn't mean they have no shame. They don't constantly look for prey in order to become stronger. As for why Elise chose Qin Yang, because she has a natural affection for Qin Yang. And as the president of the guild, she was tempted to try the inscription energy intake. Judging by the results, it all works perfectly. Everyone is very happy with this experience. Oh, I seem to have eaten too much. Slip away quickly, otherwise, the president may not be able to bear it anymore. The golden rooster announces the dawn, and the sky turns white. Qin Yang woke up from his sleep. At this moment, he has already forgotten what happened last night, he only knows that he seems to have a beautiful dream. He dreamed of Elise. Why does your head hurt? Qin Yang patted the back of his head. Get up from bed. After a simple wash, Qin Yang walked out of the room. It was found that the two Succubus sisters had been waiting in the hall of the guild for a long time. Master President, did you sleep comfortably last night? Elise asked Qin Yang about the quality of sleep last night. Okay, Qin Yang replied lightly. For some reason, he always felt that Elise's temperament had changed slightly. The eyes of the two are simply intertwined. Those soul-stirring eyes made Qin Yang fall instantly. Was it like this yesterday? Master President, what is today's task? Elise took the initiative to come to Qin Yang's side. Ask him for today's quest. Do this special task first. Qin Yang dispatched the task he received yesterday to the two sisters. Special mission. The reward of a gold coin. My Lord President, is the amount of this reward real? Seeing the reward, the eyes of the two sisters shone like stars. This is the mission with the highest amount of money that they have received in their adventurer careers. Go and complete the task. I'll wait for you to come back. Qin Yang smiled and motioned for the two to complete the task. The E-level difficulty task is simply a small test for the two succubus of the 5th level legendary quality. Obey, Chairman. The two sisters embarked on the adventure with great enthusiasm. Qin Yang, who was idle and bored, casually opened the class group chat. But to his surprise, he discovered that the subject of the chat record was actually his own Qingyang Guild. 2 hours to complete the registration of the guild. Isn't this too outrageous? This has already broken the record for the fastest registered guild. Sure, I remember the fastest registration last time was a day. It's horrible, it's suddenly not like a person. Don't be too envious, there must be support from the great guild, and you don't have to bear the registration capital at all. I don't know why, but the name of this guild sounds familiar. Ha ha ha, is it possible that you still know a boss of this level? Stop dreaming. Okay, let's discuss how to deal with the world boss in a month. Does anyone want to form a team? Day, the world boss must register with the guild to conquer. I am not worthy. +1, quote. This is already yesterday's chat history. There is no need for Qin Yang to participate in this topic. However, these conversations also told Qin Yang a message. Will it be the world boss in a month? Qin Yang rested his chin while thinking. The world boss will be refreshed every 3 months and will exist on the map for a week. Each large area will refresh a world boss, a total of 10. The strength of each boss is also differentiated, corresponding to the level of the guild, and the conquests are carried out in batches. Generally speaking, the Adventurers Guild can only deal with world bosses below level 7, because bosses above level 7 are beyond their capabilities. Even the most powerful 9th level guild is lacking in strength due to lack of manpower. It can only be reduced to attacking low-level bosses to restore the guild's reputation. Defeating the world boss will give out high rewards based on contributions, far exceeding the amount of rewards given by daily tasks. Therefore, the world boss is a battle that all guilds will participate in. Of course, higher rewards also mean higher risks. When joining the world boss battle, you also need to recognize your own strength, so as not to damage the adventurers of the guild for no reason. If you want to conquer the world boss, you must upgrade the guild level. Qin Yang said to himself. Now his guild level is only 1 level, that is to say, he can only conquer level 1 world bosses. This is not enough. At the very least, you have to be a level 4 world boss, which means you have to be promoted to a level 4 guild within a month. Qin Yang's idea seems very simple. In fact, it is as difficult as climbing to the sky. At least other people think so, because there has never been a guild in the world that has been promoted to the 4th level within a month. At most, it is promoted to a 3rd level guild within a month. The test for raising the guild level is very strict. It is far more demanding than upgrading the task notice board. Look at what needs to be done to upgrade the guild. Qin Yang opened the guild level in the guild information. Do you want to increase the guild level? Reminder. To upgrade to a second-level guild, you need to meet the following 3 requirements. 1. There are 3 or more guild members. 2. Guild funds reach 5 gold coins. 3. Complete the guild test. You need to go to the special venue for the guild test. There are more than 3 guild members. Qin Yang rubbed his chin. It seemed that he had to quickly recruit new guild members. However, this requirement does not seem to require a permanent contract, and a temporary one is also considered. Speaking of which, can I skip a level directly? Qin Yang had a flash of inspiration and tried to directly click to upgrade the 3rd level guild. Do you want to increase the guild level? Reminder: to upgrade to a 3rd level guild, you need to meet the following 3 requirements. 1. Guild members reach 5 or more. 2. Guild funds reach 50 gold coins. 3. Complete the guild test. You need to go to the special venue for the guild test. Really? Qin Yang was pleasantly surprised. It turned out that he could skip the 2nd level guild directly and jump to the 3rd level guild. Of course, the requirements of the 3rd level guild are also more demanding, requiring 5 members and 50 gold coins. This is not what Qin Yang can bear now. It seems that there are more tasks to do, but there is only one daily task. Wait, I remember saying that the number of daily tasks can be upgraded in the task notice board. Qin Yang remembered that when he completed the guild registration, there was this prompt message. He quickly opened the task notice board. A prompt appeared immediately. To increase the number of tasks, 10 silver coins need to be handed in. Current mission limit: 1/2. Upgrade the notification level on the taskbar to unlock the upper limit of tasks. Special mission cooldown: 11 hours. So that's it. Turn it in. Silver coin 10. Maximum number of missions: 2/2. Wait until tonight, and then you can receive special missions again. The corner of Qin Yang's mouth raised a slight arc. The speed of the guild's development has far exceeded expectations. According to this speed, within about 10 days, he can be promoted to the 4th level guild. Master President, we are back. At this time, the 2 sisters, Elise and Alice, returned to the wooden house after completing special missions. The 2 sisters opened the wooden door, and Elise held a helmet in her hand. A quest item left behind after the Guardian of the Black Forest is defeated. Thanks for your hard work. Qin Yang stepped forward to greet him. Elise handed the helmet to Qin Yang. As if acting like a baby, she asked Qin Yang, "Master, I got injured during the task, and I need the help of the elder to deal with it." Injured? Where is the injury? Qin Yang asked worriedly. Here. Elise lifted the front armor. Half of the white snow was exposed in front of Qin Yang's eyes. Hiss. The sudden whiteness of the snow made Qin Yang a little panicked. Although Elise didn't show it all. But that indistinct state is the most unbearable. I really want to reach out and play with it carefully. Master President, have you seen the wound? Elise found that Qin Yang's attention was not on the wound at all. This is no wonder. After all, she is too attractive as a succubus. Qin Yang, on the other hand, is a normal man. This response is also out of interest. Ahem, let me see. Qin Yang moved closer and observed carefully. It was found that there was really a small wound at the lower right position. However, it doesn't look like he was injured in battle. How did you get this wound? Qin Yang asked curiously. When passing by thorns, I accidentally scratched. Can the elder help me deal with it? The thorns may be poisonous. Elise asks Qin Yang for help. This is troublesome. Qin Yang carefully observed the condition of the wound. It seems that the toxin is really spreading, but very slowly. There will be no danger to life in a short time. Sister, you are not. Just as Qin Yang was helping Elise to check the wound, Alice leaned close to Elise's ear. Want to ask a question? But Elise closed her mouth with a look. Master President, do you have a solution? Elise blows in Qin Yang's ear charmingly. If you don't have it, then you can only use the oldest method. I hope you can help me inhale the drug. Elise was blushing, talking about the oldest detoxification method. Qin Yang has already bought herbal medicine for detoxification. Not expensive, only 10 copper coins. Here, just paint this on. Qin Yang handed the herbs to Elise. I can't see the wound. Elise said pitifully. Qin Yang thought about passing the herbs to Alice, but was surprised to find that Alice has disappeared. Where is the person? He was still there just now. Qin Yang was taken aback. Did this person disappear so quickly? Maybe I went to the toilet. Can you help me with the herbal medicine? I feel like I'm going to faint. Elise pretended to be vulnerable, as if she would be blown down by the wind in the next second. It might hurt a little bit, bear with it. Qin Yang carefully helped Elise apply the herbal medicine. By the way, when applying herbal medicine, I accidentally touched it twice. Elise let out a soft gasp. Qin Yang had already guessed that this scheming succubus was just pretending. After all, a 5th-level legendary succubus would not be so weak. But she didn't have any bad intentions, so he just followed suit. You can also push the boat along the way and carefully observe the structure of the succubus. Reach out and touch. It is as lubricated as water, making it hard to put it down. All right. Qin Yang helped Elise apply the herbal medicine. Thank you, Chairman. Elise smiled slightly, somewhat disappointed in her expression. Wait here for a while, I'll hand in the task. Qin Yang held the helmet and submitted the task. Mission completed. Now you can refresh to E-level missions. Rewarded, Black Mysterious Beads Special. Adventurers reward 1 gold coin. What the hell is this thing? The Black Mystic Bead appeared in Qin Yang's inventory. He took out the bead and carefully pondered it in his hand. I don't know what the hell this is, and what's the use? Master President, what is this? Alice suddenly appeared from behind Qin Yang. Qin Yang was so frightened that he almost dropped the beads on the ground. Scare me. Qin Yang wiped off his sweat, and then explained, I don't know what the mission reward is. The bead comes in a iridescent black. It seems to have color in it, but it doesn't seem to have any, it's just plain black. It made Qin Yang puzzled. Master President, I seem to feel that life is conceived inside. Suddenly, Elise expressed her opinion to Qin Yang in a serious manner. Is it pregnant with life? Is it true or not? Qin Yang was very shocked. There is life in this black bead. Master President, please believe me, and if I guess correctly, the life conceived inside should be an unborn abyss dragonling. Real or fake? Qin Yang looked at Elise in surprise. But Elise's unwavering eyes made Qin Yang understand that she was telling the truth. I seem to feel it too. Mr. President, it may be because its attributes are similar to ours, and it is the reason why it is a monster, so we can feel its existence. Alice also agreed with Elise's statement that an unborn abyss young dragon was conceived in this black bead. That's a big deal. Qin Yang looked at the black mysterious bead in surprise. Who would have thought that such precious props would be released in the special task of upgrading the mission bulletin board? A dragon egg of an abyss dragon. However, if you want to hatch this black bead, you may need to inject a lot of dark energy. Elise continued to explain. Dark energy. Where is the dark energy? Qin Yang can't wait to hatch the dragon eggs. He. Look, our president is in a hurry. Elise smiled charmingly, and then said, the 2 succubi in front of you, what we have is dark energy. Then can I entrust you with this task? If you can successfully hatch the abyssal dragon, I will give you a generous reward. Qin Yang asked the 2 excitedly. Just give it to Alice, her dark energy is above me, enough to hatch this dragon egg. Elise pushed this heavy responsibility to Elise. Master President, I am willing to serve you. Alice was delighted to hear that there was a generous reward, and she was willing to hatch dragon eggs for Qin Yang. Then I'll leave it to you. Then I will grant you a wish. As long as it is within my ability. Qin Yang handed the dragon egg to Alice. Leave it to me without worry. Chairman. Alice took the dragon egg and looked at it curiously. It was also the first time she had seen the egg of an abyssal dragon. After figuring out the origin of this black bead, Qin Yang immediately opened the task notice board. Prepare to receive the E-level mission. 2 unrefreshed F-level missions appeared in front of his eyes. Refresh. Kill the Sun Griffin. Mission difficulty, E. Task reward, 3 silver coins. Adventurer reward, 1 silver coin. Kill giant slime. Mission difficulty, E. Task reward, 3 silver coins. Adventurer reward, 1 silver coin 50 copper coins. E-level missions are several times more rewarding than F-level missions. Similarly, the risk factor is also much higher. Refresh. Qin Yang refreshed the task rewards according to the previous operation. Soon, 2 tasks with nearly full rewards appeared in Qin Yang's sight. Kill the Sun Griffin. Mission difficulty, E. Task reward, 2 gold coins, 80 silver coins, 50 copper coins. Adventurer reward, 80 silver coins and 30 copper coins. Kill giant slime. Mission difficulty, E. Task reward, 2 gold coins, 75 silver coins, 50 copper coins. Adventurer's reward, 1 gold coin and 10 silver coins. Almost. Accept the mission. The task has been accepted. Please assign this task to adventurers. This is a new mission. Here it is. Qin Yang assigned 2 E-level missions to the 2 succubus. Today, they still have to be busy. The reward for 2 E-level missions is close to 2 gold coins. Seeing the reward, Elise once again showed disbelief in her beautiful eyes. This made her believe that joining the Qingyang Guild was the right choice. It was God who gave the 2 sisters a way out. Sister, at this rate, we will be able to pay off the debt soon. Alice was as excited as a child given candy. Debt. Qin Yang was surprised to hear that the 2 sisters owed debts. Will the succubus be in debt too? At that time, I accidentally ordered a bottle of rare wine at the Moonlight Tavern, so I owed 10 gold coins. Elise explained to Qin Yang. A bottle of wine is worth 10 gold coins. Is it so expensive? Qin Yang was very curious. You must know that 10 gold coins in another world are equivalent to hundreds of thousands of dollars. Even if it is Blue Star, it is not a small amount of money. That bottle of wine can enhance our strength, and its taste is really delicious. I couldn't help but drank some. Elise recalled the scene at that time, and was still a little obsessed with the smell of that bottle of wine. He's really a drinker. Hearing Elise's explanation, Qin Yang smiled wryly and shook his head. I didn't expect the succubus to be greedy for this. I had already run away, who made Alice slow and got caught. I had no choice but to write down the IOU, otherwise my good sister would turn into someone else's shape. Elise pinched Alice's fleshy face and complained. Sister, it hurts. It's right to be in pain. If it's sold, it won't be the face that hurts. Woo, ahem, all right, go and complete the task first. Qin Yang hastily stopped the topic. Obey, Master Chairman. The 2 succubus sisters continue their journey of adventure. There's no way, because Qin Yang's guild now only has 2 adventurers. I had to let the 2 sisters bear a little more burden. After all, the current Qin Yang is powerless. Tomorrow morning, let's start the second recruitment. Qin Yang made plans for tomorrow morning. It's time for him to expand the membership of the guild. Although, his guild has only been established for less than 2 days. Hey, the position of the guild president is not easy to do. Hey, comma. In a blink of an eye, it was evening. The 2 succubus sisters returned triumphantly with their spoils. Master President, we are back. Alice completed 2 E-level tasks and returned to Qin Yang's guild. Completing 3 missions in 1 day is already the limit of adventurers. Of course, the task is not difficult. The difficulty is the road to go in the middle. Fortunately, the 3 tasks are all in the Black Forest, the most basic task area. Thank you. Dinner is ready, wash your hands and eat. Okay, comma. After dinner, Qin Yang submitted 2 tasks. Mission completed. After submitting the 2 tasks, Qin Yang's guild funds reached 5 gold coins and 60 silver coins. Generally speaking, it will take a month or more to exchange this amount for other first-level guilds. Qin Yang achieved his goal in less than a day. I don't know if the other guild leaders heard the news, would they be envious to the point of separation? I'm going back to my room to sleep first, and you guys should go to bed earlier. After giving the reward to the 2 sisters, Qin Yang returned to his room. After a simple wash, I fell asleep quickly. He didn't know why, but he wasn't particularly energetic today. He obviously didn't do anything all day, but he was exhausted. I don't know which one is wrong. Could it be kidney deficiency? Nope, he hasn't done that in years. After Qin Yang left, the 2 succubus sisters quickly returned to their rooms. Sister, good night. Elise turned off the lights, and Qin Yang Guild fell into the tranquility of the night. Good night, sister. Alice fell asleep obediently, and she placed the black bead beside her pillow. Absorb the dark energy released by Alice inadvertently. About half an hour later, Elise, who had fallen asleep, suddenly woke up. Do not. She may never have dreamed. Have you slept? Elise asked softly, after discovering that Alice did not respond. A greedy smile appeared on the corner of Elise's mouth. She tiptoed out of the room and sneaked into Qin Yang's room. Drip drip. Alice woke up from her sleep in a daze. She was woken up by strange noises, like the sound of water dripping on rocks. Alice looked in the direction of the sound in a daze. It was discovered that the black bead placed next to the pillow turned into a dragon pattern. Elder sister. The change of the black beads made Alice wake up instantly, excited to tell Elise the news. But to her surprise, there was only one black thread left on Elise's bed. Where's my sister? Alice's disappearance made Alice feel uneasy. She hurriedly got up and wanted to find her sister. Suddenly, charming laughter came from Qin Yang's room next door. He, it tastes so delicious. Sister's voice. Alice immediately recognized that it was her sister Elise's laughter. The laughter is mixed with satisfaction and excitement, as if doing something happy. What is my sister doing in the chairman's room? Alice quietly walked to Qin Yang's room. The door was ajar. Through the crack in the door, Alice saw clearly what was going on in the room. She was surprised to find that her sister was using the succubus inscription to absorb Qin Yang's energy. Sister, what are you doing? Alice rushed in, and shouted to Alice in doubt. Alice. The appearance of Alice scared Alice into a panic. Where would she have thought that in the middle of the night, Alice would suddenly wake up? Obviously this guy's sleep quality is very good. The kind that can sleep till dawn. Sister, what are you doing to the president? Are you absorbing magic power? Alice asked Alice angrily. Shish, Alice, don't be so loud. The president will be woken up by you. Elise panicked and asked Alice to lower her voice. If Qin Yang wakes up, they will be finished. Sister, what are you doing? Alice came to Alice. With a voice as small as a mosquito's cry, he asked Elise. How could she have thought that her sister would attack the guild president at night? I just want to try the inscription. Elise explained in a panic. Sister, you can't treat the president like this. He's just an ordinary person, he can't bear your inscription. Alice looked at Qin Yang sadly. This method of absorbing life force will cause substantial damage to Qin Yang. It's okay, I have my own measure. There will be no problem. Elise knows enough is enough every time. Instead of exhausting the pond and fishing, as long as Qin Yang maintains a good body, he can recycle it day after day. Real. Alice didn't quite believe Elise's words. Why did I lie to you? The chairman is our golden pot now, how could I kill the chairman? Elise rolled her eyes at Elise. She would not be stupid enough to eat Qin Yang clean. Moreover, I found that the vitality of the chairman is very strange, and it smells very good. It's as sweet as morning dew. Real. Alice's words aroused Alice's curiosity. A pair of clear eyes stared at Qin Yang's face, and a strong interest sprouted in his heart. Don't you want to try it? Is it possible? This is the first time I've used the succubus inscription, and it will increase the health of adults. Don't worry, as long as we don't overabsorb, the president will be fine. Then let me try. Then I'll give it to you tonight. My dear sister. Sister is the best. Almost. We should go back. Wait, another bite. What a delicious life force. Sigh. The first rays of sunlight in the morning shone on Qin Yang's face. He opened his eyes in a daze. Qin Yang stretched his waist and shook his head with some discomfort. He felt dizzy and tired in his head. What's going on? Didn't sleep well. Qin Yang was a little puzzled, but he didn't care. Maybe it's because I'm not used to it. After all, I just came to another world. Tell me about the dream yesterday. Qin Yang still clearly remembered the dream from yesterday. At the beginning, I dreamed of Elise, but in the middle of the dream, it suddenly became Elise. In the end, the two sisters went directly together. This made Qin Yang a little depressed. What happened to him? Why do I always have those weird dreams? Qin Yang walked out of the room puzzled. The two sisters were found to have gotten up. Morning. Qin Yang said hello. Early. Alice was a little afraid to look into Qin Yang's eyes. She shyly walked away from Qin Yang. Master President, did you sleep well last night? Elise hasn't changed much. Charmingly asked Qin Yang about the quality of sleep last night. Not too good, I'm a little dizzy. Qin Yang shook his head. His brain told him that he was in a bad state right now. It may be that the chairman is not used to life in a different world. You can buy some supplements to replenish your body, such as 7-color velvet antler, sun goji berries, pearl oysters, etc. Elise told Chin Yong a lot of nourishing food in a serious manner. Okay, thanks. Chin Yong memorized the names of these foods in his mind. But it always feels weird, and this is a big plus. By the way, this is a special task I took yesterday, you two should finish it first. Chin Yong handed over the special task he received yesterday to the two succubus. As long as this special task is completed, you can take the D-level task. Defeat the Guardian of Death Shoal. Mission difficulty, D. Task reward, Spirit of Life Special. Adventurer's reward, 5 gold coins maximum. This is the reward for the mission that Chin Yong took hundreds of times yesterday. He firmly believes that props with the word special must be very rare, just like that dragon egg. As for what it is useful for, you can only know it when you get it. Okay, leave it to us, Chairman. After receiving the task, the two succubus sisters embarked on a journey. Chin Yong sat on the wooden bench and rested for a while. Only then did he recover from the pain. What's going on? Chin Yong looked at his palm with some doubts. This state is really too strange. Sudden. Chin Yong was surprised to find that there were 2 extra patterns on his wrist. One of the patterns and Elise's succubus inscription turned out to be exactly the same. Chapter 11. How is this going? Chin Yong looked at the pattern on his wrist in disbelief. Shouldn't this be the inscription of the succubus? Why is it on his wrist? It's wired. Chin Yong didn't know how to explain this strange phenomenon. Could it be because he was the president of the two sisters? Forget it, we'll find out when they come back. Chin Yong chose to wait for the two sisters to come back and ask about it. The top priority now should be to summon the second adventurer. Continue to expand the number of members of the guild, and upgrade to the 4th level guild as soon as possible. With a thought, Chin Yong opened the adventurer recruitment interface. Just like the first time, a gray card appeared in Chin Yang's sight, waiting for him to inject energy. Do you want to spend 1 gold coin to recruit new adventurers? Yes. Gold coin -1. Magic energy is being injected. Colorful magical energy begins to converge on the card. The gray character stuck after a tremor. Purple light is blooming. Congratulations. Successfully recruited a Tier 3 epic adventurer, Dragon Slayer, Quinn. Epic. No. Refresh. Congratulations. Successfully recruited a Tier 4 ordinary adventurer, Pirate Captain, Jack. Refresh. Congratulations. After thousands of refreshes, Chin Yong still hasn't spawned legendary adventurers. Even more than a dozen epic level adventurers appeared. This also made Chin Yong understand that it's no wonder adventurers of legendary quality are so regular. This is even harder than drawing SSR in mobile games. Refresh. Congratulations. Successfully recruited a 5th tier legendary adventurer, Elf Princess, Yumo. Coming. The moment you see the golden light, Chin Yong understands. The legendary quality adventurer you have been waiting for is finally here. Elf Princess, Yumo. Recruit. Successful recruitment. The voice just fell. Colorful beams of light fall from the sky. Green vines rise from the ground, slowly rising around the colored light beams, and colorful flowers adorn the vines, welcoming the appearance of the Elf Princess. Meet you for the first time. Chairman. The fairy princess Yuea appeared from the flowers. Her skin is finer than snow, and her eyes are like a pool of clear water. When she pans and pans, she has an elegant and noble temperament. The long golden hair fell like a waterfall, the green pupils were as bright as emeralds, a pair of blue crystal shoes were exposed under the snow-white princess skirt, and the long skirt was gently turned to spread out, like willows blowing in the wind. The beauty makes people's hearts move, and they want to protect her forever. Hello, beautiful princess. Chin Yong greeted the elf princess Yumo politely. This girl is more dignified and noble than he imagined. Is the princess coming to be an adventurer these days? It seems that the world is really at stake. Just call me Yumo, the president. Yumo smiled. Like the winter sun, it warms the heart. Well, I'll call you Yumo, and my name is Chin Yong, please remember. Chin Yong. Chin Yong. What a beautiful name. Yumo seems to be very interested in Chin Yang's name. Sit in the guild for a while, and I will give you the task when they come back. Chin Yong motioned for Yumo to sit down. There is really no task for Yumo to solve now. Yumo looked at Qin Yang in surprise. Well, there are 2 adventurers before you. They are already resident in my guild, so I hope you can join us. Although he hasn't started to do the task yet, Qin Yang has already started to fool the elf princess. Signing a permanent contract with the elf princess earlier would give him peace of mind. However, judging from the current situation, it should be quite difficult for the elf princess to sign a contract. Not to mention that she is a legendary adventurer. Just because of her status as a princess of a country, she is not the kind of casual person. She must have extremely high requirements for the strength of the guild. Sure, just when Qin Yang was thinking about how to get the elf princess to join his guild. But Yumo got an affirmative answer. Huh, really? Qin Yang asked excitedly. The elf princess just promised herself to sign a permanent contract. Did she think about it? This is my first time as an adventurer. I hope the president will not dislike me. Yumo nodded lightly, expressing that she is willing to join the guild. Don't dislike it. How could I dislike you? Are there any requirements for salary? Qin Yang asked Yumo about her salary. If an agreement is reached, the contract can be signed immediately. I have some small requirements in this regard, and I hope that the chairman can satisfy me. Yumo hesitated, as if she had some difficulty and needed money urgently. This made Qin Yang a little curious. Could it be that the elf princess is also in debt? What do you think? I hope that the monthly salary can reach 5 gold coins. Is it possible? Yumo expressed her expectations to Qin Yang full of expectations. 5 gold coins is actually not much. As an adventurer of Yumo's 5th-tier legend, it can only be said to be a normal price. Qin Yang naturally didn't need to bargain anymore. No problem, I promise you. Qin Yang readily agreed to Yumo. Great, thank you, Chairman. Yumo smiled happily and hugged Qin Yang gently. Suddenly, a fragrance lingers in the nose, similar to the light fragrance of daisies, which makes people feel comfortable and comfortable. Not as rich as Elisa's rose, tangy and alluring. You have a private message. Suddenly, a private message came from the chat channel. Qin Yang opened the private message and found that it was a private account, and he could not see the other party's information. Who is this? Qin Yang was puzzled. A string of text suddenly appeared. After the judgment of our professionals, your guild has great potential. Are you interested in joining the guild alliance led by the 7th level guild Vulcan? We will give you great help. Would you like to join us? Qin Yang read the private message carefully. I learned that it turned out that a 7th level guild wanted to recruit myself. The guild alliance actually means that the big guild gives funds to support the small guild, but after the small guild grows up, it must give back to the big guild and become a subsidiary guild of the big guild. This is similar to a venture capital investment. The big guilds are interested in potential. As long as the small guilds that invest can grow to above the 4th level guild, they have reached a level that can be used by them. As for this 7th level Vulcan guild, it can't be said to be the top guild in Sha Kingdom, but it is also an existence beyond the reach of ordinary guilds. According to the records on the leaderboard, there are 3 9th level guilds, 6 8th level guilds, and 21 7th level guilds in Xiaoguo. From this, it can be seen that the gold content of the Vulcan guild ranks among the top 30 large guilds in Sha Kingdom. If it can get its support, ordinary small guilds will definitely be able to reach the sky in one step. Unfortunately, the guild he wants to invest in is Qin Yang's Qingyang Guild. Qin Yang immediately sent a private message back. I don't have the idea of joining the guild alliance for the time being. Let's cooperate next time. After typing, Qin Yang was about to close the chat. But, before he could do anything, there were several more private messages in the inbox. It still comes from a different private account. This is the 7th level Luna Guild. Are you interested in joining the guild alliance? This is the 7th level Sea God Guild. Are you interested in joining the guild alliance? This is the 7th level Dawn Guild. Are you interested in joining the guild alliance? This is the 8th level Shenlong Guild. Are you interested in joining the guild alliance? Here ISL. Qin Yang was speechless for a while. He actually received more than a dozen invitation messages in a row. All of them were invitations from guilds above level 7 or even level 8. Obviously, it was because the registration of the guild was completed in 2 hours, breaking the record. Qingyang Guild has officially entered the eyes of those big guilds. The reason why they rushed towards Qingyang like a tide. just to catch newcomers worth investing in. Expand the strength of your guild. By the way, do these professionals from the Great Guild all go to work at the same time? Qin Yang was surprised that more than a dozen guilds sent him private messages at the same time. They seemed to have an appointment and sent a private message to Qin Yang together. Of course, this must be impossible. There are open and secret struggles everywhere between the great guilds, and only when facing the great guilds of other countries will they be united. So it's probably a coincidence. Copy and paste the message you sent earlier. Qin Yang copied and pasted the content of the message sent to the Vulcan Guild, and then sent it to all the guilds in turn. He doesn't want to join the guild alliance, it's a bondage for him, he should be free. Done. Qin Yang rejected all the big guilds. If it were someone else, he would never give up this precious opportunity. After all, even a 6th-level guild could not refuse an invitation from a 7th-level guild. Because it is a hurdle to upgrade from a 6th-level guild to a 7th-level guild, and the 3 requirements that need to be met are extremely demanding. This is why guilds above level 7 are so rare. Master President, we are back. Elise's voice came from outside the door. They came back after completing their mission. Open the door. 2 succubi entered the guild, each holding a white snake tooth. This is a quest item obtained after defeating the Guardian of Death's Shoal. She is. The 2 had just entered the guild when they discovered the elf princess Yumo. He looked at Qin Yang suspiciously. This is my newly recruited adventurer, you will be my companions from now on. Get to know each other. Qin Yang asked the 3 to introduce themselves. Hello, my name is Yumo, and I'm an elf. Nice to meet you. Yumo first introduced her name and race to the Succubus sisters. My name is Elise. I'm Alice. We are 2 succubus, nice to meet you too. Are you twins? Yes. Wow, you are all so beautiful. You are also in good shape. You are indeed the most attractive demon race. Cackling. You are beautiful too, princess of the elves. Taking advantage of the conversation between the 3. Qin Yang turned in a special task. Submit the mission. Mission completed. Now you can refresh to D-level missions. Rewarded, Spirit of Life Special. Adventurers reward 5 gold coins. Great, you can refresh the D-level mission. Qin Yang was overjoyed. The rewards for D-level tasks are much higher than those for E-level tasks. Just ordinary task rewards can reach 20 silver coins, while the E-level can be up to 3 silver coins. If you refresh with the refresh point, you can reach 20 gold coins. At the same time, Qin Yang also paid 10 silver coins, adding another maximum number of tasks. Now you can accept 3 tasks every day. 3 missions, earn 20 coins each. Hiss. Daily income of 100 gold is just around the corner. By the way, what is the function of this Spirit of Life? Qin Yang curiously took out the Spirit of Life first. I don't know what this thing does. Qin Yang played with the Spirit of Life, it was like a piece of emerald, or in the shape of a leaf. Just when Qin Yang couldn't figure it out, suddenly the Spirit of Life burst out with strange brilliance. What happened? Qin Yang was so surprised that he yelled. What happened, Chairman? Qin Yang's shout immediately made Elise and the others focus on Qin Yang. At this time, Qin Yang's body was being enveloped by a soft golden light. Qin Yang in the golden light, amazing discovery. All the fatigue from yesterday is gone. Even he feels his own special spirit. It's like downing a dozen bottles of energy drinks in one go. I don't seem to be tired anymore. On the contrary, I have become much more energetic. This Spirit of Life seems to be able to eliminate fatigue. Qin Yang explained to them excitedly. As everyone knows, the Succubus sister Wahoo heard the news. I am more excited than Qin Yang. Can instantly eliminate fatigue. That would be great. Congratulations, President. This prop is tailor-made for you. The President with full firepower will definitely be more delicious. No, perfect. I mean, perfect. It will definitely be more perfect. Elise congratulated Qin Yang with all her charms. That big smile, all from her sincerity. It is indeed a good treasure, and I will often carry it with me in the future. Qin Yang strung the Spirit of Life with a red string and put it on his wrist. I happened to see the previous Succubus inscription. Taking advantage of the situation, he asked the 2 sisters, by the way, what is the pattern on my wrist? Do you understand? How so? When Qin Yang showed the pattern on his wrist to the 2 sisters. Alice and Alice instantly showed incredible expressions. Like never expecting this to happen. What's wrong? Qin Yang also understood from the expressions of the two sisters that they must know what this pattern represents. Sister, what should I do? Alice poked Elise with her elbow, with mixed expressions on her face. What can I do? I don't know why this happened. It was also the first time I used the inscription. The two sisters whispered. It seemed that this pattern made them very embarrassed. You guys better speak up, or don't blame me for being rude. Qin Yang asked the two sisters aggressively. He finally knew why his body was so poor. I'm afraid it's the good deeds of these two sisters. Sorry, Chairman, we didn't mean it. Elise hurriedly knelt in front of Qin Yang. While kneeling down, he also tugged at the corner of Alice's clothes, making her kneel down too. What happened? Tell me all the cause and effect. Qin Yang scolded seriously, and let the two succubi kneeling on the ground shake everything out. Master President, I say everything. Elise told Qin Yang what happened 2 nights ago. Hearing Elise's explanation, Qin Yang frowned. It turned out that their essence was absorbed by them. No wonder there is always a sense of nothingness in the body. Although the circumstances are not particularly serious, they must be punished. I will deduct a gold coin from you as a punishment, do you agree? We accept, Master Chairman. The two sisters are willing to accept punishment. Who made them make mistakes first? Then what does the pattern on my wrist mean? Qin Yang continued to ask about the origin of the pattern on the wrist. Although he knew that it was related to the two succubus, he still didn't know how the pattern would affect him. This is. Just as Elise was about to explain, a faint blush appeared on her face. His eyes were blurred, trying to escape Qin Yang's gaze. What is this? This is the inscription of the succubus contract. We accidentally made a mistake. Elise replied shyly. Conclude the contract. Qin Yang couldn't believe it. He never imagined that these two guys had concluded an important contract with him. What contract, sister, could it be? Alice didn't react at first. I thought it was a sequela caused by absorbing vitality. I hadn't recalled the customs of the succubus until just now. This is the most important contract for a succubus. You can only bind once in a lifetime. As a result, both of their sisters used it on Qin Yang. It's over. When was the contract concluded? Why can't I remember? Alice's big eyes were full of doubts, and she couldn't remember when she concluded this contract with Qin Yang. I don't know, but now that the raw rice has been cooked, we will always be the president. Elise also shook her head in doubt. She also knew nothing about it. I'm afraid it was the wrong operation caused by absorbing vitality that caused all this. You too, really? Hey, Qin Yang sighed helplessly. Who would have thought it would end like this? Forget it, I don't want to blame you. This contract is not mandatory. You are still members of my guild, and I am your guild leader, understand? Thank you, President, for your forgiveness. We will definitely work harder for you. The two sisters swore to Qin Yang gratefully. Okay, I'll give you the mission. There are 3D level missions today. You should complete them one by one as soon as possible. Qin Yang forgives the mistakes of the two succubus like amnesty. With a thought, he opened the task notice board and refreshed the D-level task. Soon, 3 high-paying tasks were picked up by him. Destroy the bandit camp. Mission difficulty, D. Task reward, 28 gold coins and 50 silver coins. Adventurer reward, 10 gold coins and 60 silver coins. Kill Darwin the Betrayer. Mission difficulty, D. Task reward, 29 gold coins and 60 silver coins. Adventurer reward, 12 gold coins. Collecting elf leaves. Mission difficulty, D. Task reward, 28 gold coins and 80 silver coins. Adventurer reward, 11 gold coins and 30 silver coins. Qin Yang assigned the 3 tasks to the 3 in turn. Wait, why is there more than a dozen gold coins for a D-level mission? The elf princess Yumo, who was accepting the task at the Qin Yang Guild for the first time, showed an unbelievable expression. This is the first time she has seen such a high task reward. On the contrary, although the two succubus sisters were shocked, they have become accustomed to it after completing several missions. Qin Yang's guild is far more mysterious than they imagined. Go and complete the mission. My adventurers. Qin Yang waved his hand, and ordered the adventurers in a serious manner. Guaranteed to complete the task. Chairman, The three immediately embarked on an adventurous journey. And after the three left, Qin Yang sat leisurely on the wooden bench. He took a book casually. The title of the book is The Handbook of Raising a Succubus Wife. He rejected our guild's invitation. At this moment, more than a dozen guilds in Sha Kingdom received Qin Yang's rejection letter at the same time. Even rejecting the invitation of our Vulcan Guild. Is this the newcomer who completed the guild registration in 2 hours? Newborn calves are not afraid of tigers. They completed the guild registration in 2 hours, which is really amazing. I remember that the fastest registration in the world takes 1 day, right? Qingyang Guild. I don't know if anyone here knows the origin of this guild. Someone has been sent to investigate. Now, that guy Yanwo is going to get angry again. This is the first time someone has rejected his invitation. Just don't take your anger out on us. Quote. The members of the Vulcan Guild were discussing the Qingyang Guild one by one. None of them thought that a guild that had just completed registration would reject their invitation. Li Yanwo is here. Sudden. I don't know who yelled. The meeting room instantly became quiet. Under the tense eyes of everyone, a man in red flame armor walked into the conference room. Sit on the most central seat. He has sword eyebrows and star eyes, a fit body, and Kong Wu's powerful arms are like a born warrior. Sharp gazes swept across everyone present. That terrible deterrent made them dare not say a word. He is the president of the Vulcan Guild, Li Yanwo. He is also the founder of the guild that has been upgraded to the 7th level the fastest now. Everyone. Li Yanwo's voice seemed to be growling. But that's just his normal talk. The fact that the Qingyang Guild rejected our guild's invitation must have been known to everyone. President, don't be angry. The people of Qingyang Guild are extremely stupid. They will regret the decision they made. Exactly. The president of their guild must be an idiot. Rejecting the invitation of the 7th level guild, what did he think? Quote. Members of the Vulcan Guild expressed their views one after another. Most of them were belittling the Qingyang Guild, in order to appease Li Yanwo's anger. However, they didn't know that there was no trace of anger on Li Yanwo's face. Instead, it is doubt and incomprehension. Quiet, listen to me. Li Yanwo calmed everyone down. He didn't continue until no one said anything. As far as I know, he not only rejected our guild's invitation, he even rejected more than a dozen big guilds in a row. This includes 8th level guilds. What? How is this possible? Even the invitation of the 8th level guild has been rejected. What is the president of Qingyang Guild thinking? Is his brain made of tofu? I can't understand. Is he an idiot? Hearing that the Qingyang Guild rejected all invitations from the big guilds. The members of the Vulcan Guild are not calm anymore. This is not something normal people would do at all. You should think about it differently. Why would he refuse the invitation of the 7th level or even the 8th level guild? A newcomer who completed the registration of the guild in 2 hours, he is definitely not an idiot. Li Yanwo spoke to everyone in a calm tone. He hoped that everyone could think well. Why is that? The president is right. But why? Everyone was still very puzzled, and did not understand why Qingyang Guild did this. I have summed up 2 points, please listen to whether it is correct. Li Yanwo stretched out 2 fingers and said to everyone. 1. He has already reached a consensus with one of the guilds to join the other party's guild alliance. Since he will reject the invitation of the 8th level guild, it means that the strength of that guild is at least similar to that of the 8th level guild. Or stronger. You mean the guild of the Goddess of Light? How is it possible? The 9th level guild has never sent invitations to other guilds. There are always exceptions, and this Qingyang Guild is very weird. Everyone has different opinions. Based on Li Yanwo's speculation, a new speculation is launched. But after discussing for a long time, I didn't say why. 2. Li Yanwo expressed his second guess. Do you think there is a possibility that the Qingyang Guild was established to challenge the big guilds in our country? President, you mean foreign guilds? Hiss, just like the Red Dragon Guild last time. Or foreign guilds supporting domestic guilds? That's troublesome. When everyone heard Li Yanwo's second guess, they couldn't help frowning. If foreign guilds gain a firm foothold in China, it will be a slap in the face for them. This is something that cannot be accepted by all the major guilds in the country. President, we must find out the details of Qingyang Guild as soon as possible. Yes, He has a big problem. The members of the Vulcan Guild appealed with righteous indignation. Don't worry too much, this is just my guess. Li Yanwo signaled everyone to calm down. And as far as I know, there is already a guild that has tested the Qingyang Guild. We just need to wait quietly. I believe we will soon know who the Qingyang Guild is. Great, President. As expected of the President. You can see through the truth of the matter at a glance. Cow. Quote. The members of the Vulcan Guild thought wildly, but they never thought that the reason why the Qingyang Guild rejected them was because Qingyang didn't need the support of the Grand Guild at all. At the same time, Qingyang was sitting on the wooden board, flipping through the handbook for raising a fairy wife. Just turn to the wonderful clip, but the group of classmates jumped out of the reminder that the information is full. What are they talking about? Qingyang is very curious. This message is already full of 10,000 chat records. With only 20 or 30 people, can we talk so much? As soon as he clicked in, Qingyang found that they were talking about his Qingyang Guild again. Have you heard? Qingyang Guild rejected Luli Guild's invitation. Luli Guild, the 7th level guild. What? Didn't you reject the Wild Rose Guild? Hiss, isn't this a 7th level guild? Isn't this too outrageous? So many guilds at the 7th level are competing for a newly registered guild. Then, after all, he completed the guild registration in 2 hours. To be able to complete the guild registration in 2 hours, you must first complete the first initial task, which means that the adventurers he recruits are at least epic. Then let the adventurers voluntarily join your guild in a very short time. This is simply not something ordinary people can do. My guild is not even willing to join ordinary adventurers. How did he do it? That's right, even with the support funds from the Grand Council, it's a bit exaggerated within 2 hours. There's new news on the World Channel. The Qingyang Guild has also rejected an invitation from an 8th level guild. Qingyang Guild, what kind of monster is this? At Qingyang, what do you think of the situation in Qingyang Guild? Quote. With nearly 10,000 chat records, Qingyang couldn't read them at all. It seems that because he rejected the invitation of the Grand Council, the whole world is discussing this matter. However, what puzzled Qingyang was why this news was spread. To be everyone's talking point. I'm afraid someone wants this thing, make some articles. Qingyang quickly closed the classmate group chat and opened the World Channel. The comments on the World Channel are even more outrageous and polarized. The Qingyang Guild must have been established by a relative of the president of a certain big guild, right? Could it be foreign guilds involved? The dog outside, why don't you hurry up? Please refrain from personal attacks before the matter is settled. Anyway, this Qingyang Guild is definitely not clean. I said, what are you guys doing discussing a guild that has just completed registration? No matter how powerful they are, they have only just completed registration. Will it turn the world upside down? That's right, no matter what reason he rejected the Grand Council, does it have anything to do with us? Tell me, is there a possibility that the president of Qingyang Guild doesn't like the support of the Great Guild? Impossible. The Grand Guild can support dozens of gold coins. This amount of money is enough to support an adventurer of epic quality. Quote. Qingyang quickly scanned the speeches in the world. He is in a mixed mood right now. Obviously, this is the news that the Grand Duke, who was rejected by him, would spread to the outside world. It may have originated from one large guild, or several. As for the reason for doing so, probably to put pressure on Qingyang. In this way, we can find out who is behind the Qingyang Guild and who is supporting it. It can also make Qingyang feel threatened. Assuming that there is really no big guild behind the Qingyang Guild to clarify this matter, then this fishing boat will not disappear. In this way, they will have another chance to make a move, and win over Qingyang as a redeemer. You have received a private message. Coming. Qingyang seemed to have already guessed that someone would send him a private message. Open the private message. The other party directly revealed his identity. This is Blue Rose, the vice president of the Wild Rose Guild. I saw that your Qingyang Guild seems to have a bad fishing boat on the World Channel. Do you need our help? If you can join our Wild Rose Guild, the fishing boats all over the sky will disappear in an instant. Isn't the suspect here? Wild Rose Guild. Information about the Wild Rose Guild swept through Qingyang's mind. A 7th level guild. It seems that Red Rose, the president of the Wild Rose Guild, is a woman. Although Wild Rose's strength is average among the 7th level guilds, it is at least one of the top 30 guilds, and its strength should not be underestimated. It's a pity that using this method to suppress and force him to submit. The president of Wild Rose really underestimated him, Qin Yang. Okay, I can join the Wild Rose Guild. You have made a clear decision. But I have one request. Say, my guild will replace the Wild Rose Guild as the main guild for adventure activities. Do you know what you are talking about? Are you crazy? The request made by Qin Yang made Blue Rose not believe her ears. How can a normal person say such a thing? Let the 7th level guild be a subsidiary guild for the 1st level guild. Are you crazy? If you don't agree, forget it, I won't force it. Qin Yang shrugged his shoulders. Your request is outrageous. There is no way we can agree. Another. No need, I believe that my Qingyang Guild will soon be able to surpass the Wild Rose Guild. Qin Yang has never thought of joining any big guild from the beginning until now. All words are for rejection. Ha ha ha, Your Excellency's words make me want to laugh. Now, among all the 7-level guilds, the fastest Vulcan Guild has spent nearly 5 years. I don't know how long your Qingyang Guild will take. Stay tuned, Qin Yang replied casually. Well, I am looking forward to your Qingyang Guild being promoted to a 7th level guild, and I wish your dreams come true. The other party left a sentence and closed the private message. That is, the second after the end of the conversation. Another shock broke out in the world. The latest news. The president of the Qingyang Guild has threatened to upgrade to the 7th level guild within a year. Promote to a 7th level guild within a year. Impossible. This is a big joke. Even the fastest Vulcan guild took 5 years. Arrogant person. A clown who suddenly got lucky. The iron fist of the wizarding world will make him retreat. Quote. Just when people all over the world didn't believe that Qingyang Guild could be promoted to the 7th level guild within a year. A message pops up through a pop-up window on the World Channel. Immediately let all the words disappear in smoke. Congratulations to the Qingyang Guild for being promoted to the 2nd level guild. It took 56 hours, 37 minutes and 24 seconds. Huh, didn't you say that you're going to the guild's special test venue? Why can you directly upgrade to the 2nd level guild? Sitting on a wooden bench, Qin Yang is planning to make an appointment for a test in the 2nd level guild. But just when he clicked to make an appointment, his guild was directly promoted to the 2nd level guild. This made Qin Yang a little puzzled. What about going to the guild test venue? Congratulations, successfully upgraded to the 2nd level guild. Details unfold. Guild members, 3 people. To meet the conditions. Guild funds, 5 gold coins and 50 silver coins. To meet the conditions. Guild test. 3 adventurers who have reached the 5th level have been detected, and they have exceeded the test conditions, so they can be upgraded directly. So it is. Qin Yang thought there was some reason. It turned out that his adventurer level exceeded the test conditions, so he didn't need to go to the guild test venue. It seems that the purpose of this guild test site is to verify whether there are any guild members who are imposters. After all, adventurers of the 1st order are also adventurers, and adventurers of the 5th order are also adventurers. The testing process is just to verify whether the guild has enough strength. Since Qin Yang's guild adventurers are all high level, he directly skipped the testing stage. It can be regarded as saving a lot of time. Qin Yang smiled slightly, which was considered a good thing. Master President, I'm back. At this time, Elf Princess Yumo returned to Qin Yang's guild. She holds a pinch of elf leaves in her hand. This is a task she has accepted, and it may be difficult for others. Because the elf tree is the existence of the birth of elves. If you want to get the fairy leaves, you may be blocked by the fairies. But to Yumo, who is an elf princess, it was just a matter of 1 sentence. Very good. You are doing well. Qin Yang took the fairy leaf and submitted a D-level task. Mission completed. Task reward. 28 gold coins and 80 silver coins. Adventurer reward. 11 gold coins and 30 silver coins. This is your reward. Qin Yang handed a bag of gold coins to Yumo. 11 gold coins were harvested in the first mission, which is a very terrifying thing. Great, thank you, Chairman. Yumo smiled, and took the bag of gold coins handed over by Qin Yang. You're welcome, you deserve it. Qin Yang would not be able to deduct the adventurer's quest rewards, although the original D-level quest rewards were not that high. But this is also part of the benefits of joining the Qin Yang Guild. The rewards they deserve as adventurers. The chairman is really a good man. He is so handsome. Even I can't help but feel a little bit moved. Yumo praised Qin Yang a little shyly. I don't dare to be. I'm not that good. To be liked by the elf princess, it must be the presence of Lady Luck, right? Qin Yang said jokingly. Hee hee. The chairman is so humorous. Yumo covered her mouth and smiled lightly. But after smiling, the elf princess immediately became serious again. There was a kind of appeal in her eyes. He said to Qin Yang, I have something to ask the chairman. I hope the chairman will agree to my request. Tell me, I want to advance this month's salary in advance, is that okay? Didn't you just get 11 gold coins? Isn't that enough? Qin Yang was full of question marks, wondering why Yumo, who was an elf princess, was so eager to ask for money. Not enough. It's still a lot worse. I know this request is too much, but I hope the chairman can agree to me. Please. The elf princess begged Qin Yang pitifully, which made Qin Yang feel a little soft-hearted. In addition, the elf princess has signed a permanent contract. So he was not worried that the other party would run away. Okay, give it to you. Qin Yang handed 5 gold coins to the elf princess. Thank you, chairman. See you tomorrow. After the elf princess finished her task, she left in a hurry. She seemed to have very important matters to attend to. I don't know what she urgently needs money for. Qin Yang shrugged his shoulders. The salary advance is not a big deal. Qin Yang had to muddle along, continuing to look at the handbook for raising a fairy wife at hand. As for the world channel explosion, he has long since left it behind. How is this possible? Why can the upgrade of the 2-level guild be completed within 3 days? No way. Is it true that you will be promoted to the 7th level guild within a year? He pretended to be there. It's terrible. I was promoted to 2 levels of guilds in 3 days. This has never happened before. In other words, there are already 3 adventurers in the Qingyang Guild. And the guild funds exceed 5 gold coins. Impossible, right? 5 gold coins. I've been busy for half a year before saving 2 gold coins. It's over, it's over. We're witnessing the rise of a monster rookie. Quote. It wasn't just the people on the World Channel who were shocked. There are also members of those 7th level guilds. When they read the gossip, Qingyang Guild claims to be promoted to the 7th level guild within a year. Their expressions are disdainful, but then I saw that the Qingyang Guild had been promoted to 2 levels of guilds in just 3 days. They are not calm in an instant. Everyone, what do you think about this matter? Inside the Vulcan Guild, Li Yanwo was still discussing Qingyang Guild with his guild members. A level 7 guild has been researching a level 1 guild all day long. This is something that has never happened in the Vulcan Guild. Even the last time a guild was discussed like this was when the Goddess of Light Guild rose to level 9. It's been 3 years since then. Cough cough. Master President, I don't think even if foreign guilds intervene, it is impossible to have such a terrifying upgrade speed. Even the 9th level guild can't do it. That's not right. The 9th level guild can still do it. Even the 7th level and 8th level guilds can do it, as long as the high-quality adventurers in the guild are assigned to the Qingyang Guild, and then a lot of funds are given. The question is, what is the reason for doing this? What is the purpose? This seems like a loss-making business. Quote. For a while, everyone was silent. Yak's speechless conference room fell into dead silence. It wasn't until Li Yanwo, the president of the Vulcan Guild, made a bold guess that everyone turned from silence to shock. Do you think it is possible that the president of the Qingyang Guild did all of this with his own ability? Is it possible? There was shock in everyone's suspicious eyes. If this is true, then they will witness the rise of the most powerful guild. For the next period of time, the discussions on the Qingyang Guild on the World Channel did not stop. But it's not as exaggerated as before. It's like a gust of wind blows, and everyone changes the topic when they get tired of discussing. For example, the president of a 3rd level guild recruited a human sword master of 7th level legendary quality. This news also caused quite a stir on the World Channel. A human sword master of 7th order legendary quality. Even in the Great Guild, it is a pillar-like existence. The words of envy and jealousy are like seawater, but more people believe that the leader of the third-level guild cannot grasp this powerful adventurer, because they thought in their hearts that he was not worthy. On the contrary, the waves on the World Channel are magnificent. Qin Yang didn't care at all. This is his 5th day in the wizarding world. The level of the task is still D level, because the risk factor of D level missions is already very high. Tier 3 and Tier 4 monsters often appear, and Tier 5 appears with a small probability. If the task is upgraded to C level, it may exceed the capabilities of Elise and the others. We're back. The 3 of Elise completed today's mission and returned in triumph. Thanks for your hard work. Qin Yang cleans up the dust for them. After submitting the mission props, another 60 or 70 gold coins were credited. His guild funds have accumulated to 200 gold. This may be a week's income for a 7th level guild, but in Qin Yang's case, 3 days is enough. Master President, look, the young dragon of the abyss has already transformed into a prototype. Alice excitedly hugged the abyss dragon egg out of the room. After being watered by her dark energy for 3 days and 3 nights, the black bead had already lost its original color. It can be seen that a pink abyss young dragon is curled up in the dragon egg. The dragon scales on its body emit faint fluorescence, highlighting its extraordinariness. This little guy has a very strong vitality. It may be able to have a 5th order or stronger strength on the day it is born. The elf princess, who has a strong sense of vitality, deduced the initial combat power of the young dragon. Birth is the 5th level. Is it so powerful? Qin Yang was very shocked. Isn't this directly equal to Elise and the others? Well, the dragon of the abyss is one of the overlords of the abyss, and it is also a monster. This combat power is not an exaggeration. Elise also agrees with the elf princess. Abyssal dragons can possess super strength when they are born. Tier 5 is just a normal category. Then I am looking forward to the birth of this little guy. Full of expectation, Qin Yang poked the dragon egg in Alice's arms. The little guy in the dragon egg seemed to be summoned. Twisted his tail. By the way, you should have paid off the money in the tavern, right? Qin Yang asked the 2 sisters. The gold coins they earned in the past 2 days were at least 50 gold. The 10 gold owed should have been enough to pay back. Well, thanks to the chairman, we have already paid off the debt. Elise smiled softly. His eyes were full of gratitude to Qin Yang. If it wasn't for Qin Yang's guild, they might have to go without food or drink for a month or 2 to collect these 10 gold coins, right? That's right. Not only have we paid off our debts, but we still have extra money to buy new clothes. Thank you so much, Chairman. Alice is more excited than Elise. The character is not so calm. New clothes. Why don't you put them on? It's a new dress for the evening, with a little lace. Ahem, that's fine. Qin Yang hastily changed the subject. It turned out that the new clothes they were talking about were that kind of clothes. By the way, Mr. President, when we went to the Moonlight Tavern to pay back the money, we also met an incredible person. Sudden, Elise remembered something. An incredible person. Qin Yang was a little curious. Why did Elise use this adjective to evaluate the other party? Well, a human sword master. Her strength has reached the 7th level, which is rare in the Moonlight Tavern, because a strong man of that level is offered by the Grand Council, and she will not come out to drink alone. Quote. Elise nodded and recounted the scene at that time. Drinking. Is she worrying about something? Qin Yang asked suspiciously. I was thinking in my heart, could this 7th level human sword master be the one discussed on the World Channel? I don't know, she has been drinking there alone, and she can't even pay for the drink after drinking. Elise spread her hands. It's okay if you can't pay. These words made Qin Yang almost laugh out loud. A 7th rank human sword master couldn't afford the drink. It's also amazing. But you can't say that. After all, the 2 Succubus sisters were also in debt before. As long as they fail to join a powerful guild, adventurers have no source of income. This is the main reason for this phenomenon. If only I could dig her up. Qin Yang suddenly had the idea of poaching the wall. But it was difficult for him to leave the guild and go to the Moonlight Tavern. Because each guild is an independent space. If you leave the guild, you will appear directly in the mission area. The mission area is full of monsters, and if one is not careful, his life will be lost. Those with thin skin and tender flesh like Qin Yang who have no combat effectiveness will most likely not survive a day. This is also why it is difficult for small guilds to recruit people. The only way to recruit is through the recruitment of adventurers, and it all depends on luck. Even the president of the Grand Guild will not take risks because of the high quality of the adventurers under him. Leaving the guild means risking your life, which is something that travelers should try to avoid. Since it's all right, I'll leave first, Mr. President. There are still many things for me to deal with in the ethnic group. At this moment, Yumo punched Qin Yang to leave work. Well, you go first. See you tomorrow, everyone. The voice just fell. The elf princess left in a hurry. And it's like this every day, it seems that Yumo has endless things to do. I always feel that Yumo is very busy every day, and she will never stay in the guild for more than half an hour. Alice stared at Yumo's disappearing back. He scratched his head in confusion. She should have her own affairs to deal with. After all, she is the princess of the elves, and many things will be on her shoulders. Qin Yang guessed. As to whether it is true or not, it is unknown. I heard that the elf kingdom seems to be on the verge of collapse all the time. The monsters have caused great harm to them, so they have to pay huge sums of money to other races to seek asylum. Elise told Qin Yang what she had seen and heard. Is there such a thing? Qin Yang looked at Elise in surprise. This is really not easy life, sighed the princess. Even the princesses of a clan have come out to be adventurers, this race is really in danger. Wait, this seems to be a wonderful opportunity for the chairman. Sudden, a wicked smile appeared on Elise's face, as if she had thought of some evil idea. What's the meaning? Qin Yang expressed puzzlement. Elise approached Qin Yang's ear and whispered, Master President, I heard that the elf kingdom is full of women. If you buy the elf kingdom, don't they all belong to you? When the time comes. Puff, Qin Yang almost spat out the salt soda. Where would he have thought that Elise would come up with such a bold idea? Buy the entire elf kingdom. Then the whole elf kingdom became Qin Yang's palm. Feel free to play with him. Is he that kind of person? How much is it? 10,000 gold. Quote. After a simple dinner, Qin Yang returned to the room early. He can enjoy very little entertainment in the wizarding world, which is similar to the modern times before the invention of the internet. Before going to sleep, at most, he chatted casually in the classmate group, complaining that he didn't have enough money because he couldn't afford the entire elf kingdom. Students will also be very enthusiastic to provide help to Qin Yang. For example, reach out to him and support a silver coin. Of course, Qin Yang usually refuses in this case. Qin Yang appreciated their kindness, but this silver coin could not solve Qin Yang's predicament. In the dead of night, Qin Yang fell asleep. At this time, it was time for the daily activities of the two Succubus sisters. Like a gust of wind, they floated quietly to Qin Yang's bedroom. The first thing is not to open the inscription and absorb vitality. Instead, he put the piece of the spirit of life beside the pillow in Qin Yang's hands. With it, they can absorb Qin Yang's vitality without any worries. Because the spirit of life will soon help Qin Yang replenish his vitality. Sister, are you ready? Alice asked Elise excitedly. Although they were punished by Qin Yang only 2 days ago. But the matter of absorbing vitality is really wonderful. They simply cannot control their desires. It's like a smoker who can't quit, getting addicted to this kind of thing. Okay, let's get started. I feel like I can evolve to the 6th level soon. Elise's smile is full of evil. Can't wait to taste the deliciousness. They haven't missed a single day in the past few days. It is absorbing Qin Yang's vitality every day. After having the spirit of life, he was even more unscrupulous, and began to try to absorb on a larger scale. For example, increasing the contact area of the inscription. This will speed up the speed at which they absorb power, and get twice the result with half the effort. It even made Elise, who was a little stronger, touch the threshold of the 6th level. Do it. The voice just fell. Alice launched an offensive against Qin Yang. The current Qin Yang is no longer the president of the guild in their eyes. But the prey, Qin Yang who fell into a deep sleep could only endure all this in silence. He doesn't want to resist. Sister, I seem to be evolving to the 6th level. It didn't take long for Elise to feel that her power was increasing dramatically. This is the increase brought by Qin Yang's vitality. That is, at the same time, the succubus inscription on Elise's lower abdomen flashed a dazzling purple light. The first succubus inscription. Opened. Sister, your inscription is open. Alice excitedly celebrated to Elise. After several days of persistent night raids, they finally opened the first succubus inscription. This means a lot to a succubus. It means that Elise has finally stepped into the way of the succubus. Its powerful power is being transmitted to me through the inscription. Sister, I've already entered the 6th level. Elise is ecstatic. She never dreamed of it. In this way, he will step into the threshold of a 6th order adventurer. And it only took 5 short days. Sister, you are already at the 6th rank. Then let me be the president tonight. Alice begged enviously, please. Okay, I'll leave it to you today. I'll go back to the succubus abyss to test my strength. After Elise put on her clothes, she left. Before leaving, he left a sentence. Don't forget to clean up the scene. Understood, sister. After Elise leaves, Alice was very excited and prepared to continue absorbing Qin Yang's vitality. She leaned against Qin Yang's body, feeling the power transmitted by every inch of contact surface. Qin Yang possesses the spirit of life, which can continuously produce the power of life. This is simply the existence that every succubus dreams of. What a vigorous vitality. The chairman is really a treasure boy from heaven. A secret kiss should not be discovered, right? View. While absorbing her vitality, Alice secretly poked Qin Yang's left cheek. And it was this behavior that caused her to fall into deep trouble. Qin Yang slowly opened his eyes. He was awakened by a mysterious force. And when he opened his hazy eyes, he found that there was a guy who stayed up most of the night and hugged him hard. Qin Yang couldn't help frowning. It's so comfortable, life force. My life force, hee. Alice has not noticed the danger coming. Press your cheek against Qin Yang's chest, feeling the warmth. Qin Yang in her arms is like a huge, soft teddy bear. Let her put it down. And just when she was immersed in the absorption of vitality, she was so happy that she forgot everything. A loud brain crash hit her head. Oh, Alice, you'd better give me a reasonable explanation. Master President, how did you wake up? President, why are you awake? Alice was scared like a little fox, and quickly backed away. Want to escape, but how could Qin Yang spare her so easily? Where are you running? Qin Yang stretched out his hand and grabbed Alice by the tail. A succubus has a black tail. Smooth and delicate, like a balloon filled with water. There is also a heart-shaped end, which feels good to the touch. Yeah, President, don't grab my tail. Alice, who was caught by the tail, seemed to have been exploited for her weakness. A faint blush instantly appeared on her face, and crystal-clear teardrops overflowed from the corners of her eyes. Cried. Qin Yang was stunned. He grabbed Alice's tail, and Alice cried. It turns out that the succubus weakness is here. Master President, I know I was wrong. I won't dare to do it again next time. Alice cried and begged Qin Yang for forgiveness. The sincerity almost softened Qin Yang's heart. But, after experiencing the lesson last time, Qin Yang already understood that this was all pretended by Alice. Succubus are hypocritical creatures. They are good at deception and lies. You can't choose to believe their words and deeds. Alice, this is the second time. My trust in you is getting lower and lower. Qin Yang wants to give Alice a strict education. Looking around, he asked again, where's your sister? Qin Yang firmly believes that as long as there is Alice, there will be Alice. But he didn't see Elise's figure. Sister, my sister went back to the abyss of Succubus. Alice truthfully told Qin Yang everything. Has she been promoted to a 6th level succubus? Elise, who was promoted to the 6th level, made Qin Yang overjoyed. He guessed that the succubus could improve its strength in this way, but he never expected that it could be promoted to the 6th level so quickly. It is his body. It's really too much. Although there is a spirit of life, Qin Yang can still feel the nothingness in his heart. I always feel like I'm missing something. The key is, in the process of consuming his vitality, he couldn't experience any joy at all. A dream of yellow beams. Pooh, only pain. That's why he disliked the two sisters using the succubus inscription behind their backs. Qin Yang looked at Alice, who was firmly grasping her weakness, and a strange idea came to his mind. Alice, let me ask you a few questions, and you answer me truthfully. Qin Yang asked Alice a question. President, you ask. What does this contract mean? Qin Yang stretched out his left wrist, on which was Alice's succubus inscription pattern. Facing Qin Yang's question, Alice replied shyly, this contract means that Alice is the person who leads you, and everything about Alice belongs to you. You are Alice's master. Perfect explanation. Qin Yang smiled charmingly. As the master, I have a small need for Alice to help me, is that okay? Can. Alice, this is our secret, okay. Okay, master. The following is a description of the upgrade. Alice also successfully became a 6th level succubus. Alice, I'm back. Before dawn, Elise returned to the guild. Just opened the door and found that Alice was still sleeping. This guy, I don't know what time I stayed up last night. Elise smiled and shook her head, as if she didn't realize the seriousness of the matter. It wasn't until she came to Alice that she was surprised to find out. Alice's magical power has even reached the 6th level. Alice. Elise froze for a moment. Her younger sister is far behind her in strength, how could she catch up to her overnight? What's the matter, sister? Alice rubbed her eyes and woke up from her sleep. Confused look, completely did not sleep enough. Why did your strength suddenly increase so much? What happened last night? Can you tell my sister? Alice. Elise held Alice's sleepy face and asked curiously and worriedly. It's nothing, I was discovered by the president when I was absorbing vitality last night. Alice said to Alice aggrieved. And then, Elise asked eagerly. Then the master was afraid that I would catch a cold, so he gave me some hot water. Alice said, a faint blush appeared on her face. And an intriguing smile. It is not so much disgust as anticipation. Looking forward to the next time. Elise's expression at the moment was mixed. She didn't quite understand what her sister was talking about. But a bold guess appeared in my mind. She lifted the quilt and found that the first inscription of Alice's succubus was also opened. But the horizontal line between the first inscription and the second inscription is still there, indicating that her guess did not happen. It's okay. Elise breathed a sigh of relief. It seems that my younger sister has not completely become the exclusive property of the president. Almost overtaken by the curve. You fool. Why do you always get caught every time you do sneaky things? Is the god of sorrow reincarnated? Elise tapped Alice on the head and made a joke. It hurts. Sister, don't hit me. I don't want to. Alice hugged her head and begged for mercy. Is this what she thinks? This is the choice of fate. Are you awake? At this time. Qin Yang's voice came from outside the door. Wake up. What's the matter, Mr. President? Elise hurriedly responded to Qin Yang. There is a special task for you to complete. Refresh. Qin Yang is refreshing today's D-level mission. Just when he refreshed crazily, suddenly a strange task popped up. Explore the first floor of the dark cave. Permanent resident mission. Task level D+ upgradable. Task reward unknown. Adventurer's reward none. What kind of mission is this? Qin Yang muttered to himself. He has never seen such a permanent mission. And this task seems to permanently occupy one of his taskbars. There were only 3 tasks left in the original limit, but now there are only 2 left. But, intuition told him, the benefits of this task will far exceed the same D-level task. And as a permanent mission, he can do it several times a day. Until all the treasures inside are emptied. You can give it a try. Qin Yang walked out of the bedroom and walked towards the bedroom of the 2 succubus sisters. Iris, Alice, there is a special mission for you. Special mission. The 2 sisters immediately came out of the room. They looked at Qin Yang suspiciously, wondering what the special task Qin Yang was referring to. Hey, this is it. Qin Yang sent the task information to them. The 2 sisters who saw the mission information looked at each other in confusion. Elise, Master President, we have never heard of the existence of a dark cave, where is it? There is no such place. Qin Yang immediately searched 10 regional maps, but found that there were really none. He clicked the question mark in the upper right corner of the task in doubt. Reminder: this task area is a private area, and a portal will be created separately. Private area. Seeing this description, Qin Yang immediately took a deep breath. Doesn't this mean that this mission map belongs to him alone? Hiss. This refresh system can refresh this kind of task. Don't worry, there will be a separate portal that can lead directly to the dark cave. Qin Yang explained to the two sisters, but you are exploring on the first floor of the death maze, don't go to deeper areas, understand? If you encounter danger, run away from the dark cave. Understood, Chairman. Alice said in unison. But, Mr. President, Elise asked again, the adventurer mission reward. I'll give each of you 20 gold coins as a mission reward, how about it? Deal. The chairman is really kind to us. Elise and Alice smiled happily when they heard that the mission was worth 20 gold coins. However, all the treasures obtained in the dark cave must be handed over to me, is this okay? Qin Yang touched his nose and asked the two of them. Certainly. Then let's go. Obey. The two sisters headed for the dark cave immediately. And the second they left the guild, a special picture appeared in Qin Yang's line of sight. He saw the figures of the two succubus sisters, who had just been teleported into the dark cave. Monitor. Qin Yang asked in surprise, does this special mission also come with monitoring? The voice of the president. Sister, did I hear it wrong? I heard it too. But Qin Yang's soliloquy was clearly heard by the two sisters far away in the dark cave. This made Qin Yang understand instantly. Not only can you clearly see what happened in the dark cave, but you can even communicate with the adventurers in the dark cave. Hey, can you hear me? Elise. Qin Yang had a conversation with the two sisters. Master President, are you really talking? When the two sisters heard Qin Yang's voice, strange expressions appeared on their faces. They couldn't understand why Qin Yang's voice came out of their heads. Yes, it's me. Not only can I talk to you now, but I can also clearly understand your actions. Qin Yang said with a smile. Maybe it's the sense of participation. Although others are not in the mission area, but the heart will always be closely linked with the adventurers. Let's go on an adventure together. Really, it's amazing. Then grown-ups will be able to see what color I'm wearing today. I can't see it. Stop talking nonsense. Elise, take action. Qin Yang roared speechlessly. Elise always gives him some weird questions. Heck, little sister, let's finish the task quickly, the president can't wait. Okay, sister. Elise and Alice headed to the first floor of the dark cave. At first, no monsters were encountered. Instead, a treasure chest was also found. Master President, there are treasures in the treasure chest. After opening the treasure chest, Alice shouted excitedly to Qin Yang. I saw it. Qin Yang, who has a third-person perspective, can see clearly. At the same time, a reminder appeared in front of him. Open the black iron treasure chest. Obtain common props, blood bottle *5. Obtain common props, blue bottle 5. Obtain a rare weapon, blade of the night 1. Obtain a rare armor, silver bell breastplate 1. It was the second after these messages appeared. The treasure chest in front of Alice and Alice disappeared in an instant. Master President, the treasure chest is gone. Startled, Alice hurriedly shouted. Ahem, I see. The treasure chest is now with me. Qin Yang explained to Alice. The treasure chest opened by the two sisters appeared directly in Qin Yang's item backpack. Chapter 21. It turns out that the props obtained by opening the treasure chest will go directly to my backpack. Qin Yang thought about it. This is indeed a lot more convenient, and there is no need for adventurers to worry about the lack of space for the treasures in the treasure chest. By the way, how much can these props sell for? Qin Yang curiously opened the trading mall. Red blood bottle price, 1 silver. Effect, slow recovery from injuries. Blue blood bottle price, 1 silver. Effect, slow recovery of magic power. It's really not very expensive. Qin Yang smiled slightly when he saw the price. This is indeed not expensive for him, but it is different for other small guilds. It is a rare recovery tool. You can give them to Elise, adventurers need these things. Qin Yang intends to give these red blood bottles and blue blood bottles to the adventurers in the guild, it can be regarded as a benefit for them. Faster recovery of stamina is also good for the guild. These two pieces of equipment. Qin Yang looked at the two rare pieces of equipment in his backpack again. A dark green knife and a silver armor. Qin Yang searched for the prices of the two pieces of equipment. Edge of Night, recommended price, 3 gold. Silver scale breastplate. Recommended price. 2 gold. It doesn't seem very high, maybe the quality is not enough. Sell it directly. Qin Yang directly listed the 2 pieces of equipment in the player's trade for sale. Waiting for someone to buy them. Master President, we seem to have encountered a monster. At this time, Elise and the others who entered the dark cave also encountered the first wave of monsters. Qin Yang looked intently and found a group of black slimes standing in front of the 2 of them. It seems to be slightly stronger than the slime outside, with a second-order level. Do you need to take a detour? Or just kill them directly? Elise asked Qin Yang vigilantly. She was afraid that the sound of the battle would attract other monsters. Let me see. Relying on the third-person perspective, Qin Yang observed the situation around the 2 and found that there were no other monsters. There are no other monsters, just wipe them out. Understood, Chairman. Elise and Alice immediately released the magic. The black flames instantly engulfed the group of slimes. In just a few minutes, the trouble was solved. President, the slime seems to be guarding a treasure chest too. The 2 sisters who defeated the slime found a new treasure chest in the slime's territory. And this time, it is a bronze treasure chest. Open to take a look. Qin Yang asked Alice to open the treasure chest. The quality of the bronze treasure chest should be a grade higher than that of the black iron treasure chest. Okay. Alice immediately opened the bronze treasure chest. Open the bronze treasure chest. Obtain a rare item, precious red blood bottle *5. Obtain rare props, precious blue blood bottle 5. Obtain an epic weapon, Undead Knight's Saber 1. Epic weapons. Qin Yang was a little surprised that he drove an epic weapon. Soon, the bronze treasure chest disappeared in place. The items inside appeared in Qin Yang's backpack. How much can an epic weapon sell for? Qin Yang opened them all and was shocked when he saw the price. Sword of the Undead Knight. Recommended price. 60 gold. 60 gold. Can it be so expensive? Qin Yang was very surprised. This is much more profitable than ordinary D-level tasks. An epic weapon can be sold for 60 gold. Directly beyond the rewards of D-level tasks. The key is, this mission has just begun. Currently, the premise of all this is that someone will buy this epic weapon. Keep it for now, and put it up for sale when the task is over. Qin Yang glanced at the entry for this weapon. The main entry is a 100% damage bonus to undead creatures, plus some messy sub-entries. Elise and the others definitely don't need it, and I don't need it myself, so it's better to sell it. The mission continues. Elise and Alice continued to go deep into the dark cave. Soon, they found 2 black iron treasure chests. The junk equipment inside was also listed for sale by Qin Yang at the recommended price. Probably can earn 20 or 30 gold. Just when the 2 sisters were about to reach the end of the dark cave on the first floor, a treasure chest shining with silver light appeared in their sight. Silver treasure chest. The 3 of them were very surprised. They didn't expect that there was a silver treasure chest at the end of the dark cave on the first floor. Master President, maybe we are going to get rich. Alice cheered excitedly. Even the bronze treasure chest can yield epic equipment worth 60 gold coins. Isn't it too much to open an equipment worth 200 or 300 gold coins from the silver treasure chest? Remember to be careful, there are usually monsters guarding the vicinity of precious treasure chests. Qin Yang reminded the 2 sisters. Although he has a third-person perspective, he is just an ordinary person after all. If the monster hides in the blind area of vision, or emerges from the ground. That was something Qin Yang couldn't perceive. Understood, Chairman. The 2 sisters nodded and walked vigilantly towards the silver treasure chest. Just when they came to the silver treasure chest and were about to open the silver treasure chest, a voice came from behind the 2 of them, and leisurely passed into the ears of the 3 of them. Are you from outside? Danger. The moment the 2 sisters heard the voice, they immediately turned their heads to look behind. They saw a girl with a pair of white fox ears standing behind them, staring at the 2 with 2 big sapphire-like eyes. Are you people from the outside world? The light voice of the fox-eared little loli came to the ears of the 3. Who are you? Although this little loli gives people a feeling of harmlessness to humans and animals. But Elise was still very vigilant. As an adventurer, this must be guarded against, and they are still in a dark cave. No one can guarantee that the little girl in front of her is safe. It is also possible that she was transformed from a monster. On the surface, she is a cute loli, but behind her back, she is an ugly monster with teeth and claws and a hideous face. My name is Shaoli, and I am an aborigine of Dark City. The fox-eared little loli introduced her name to Elise and the others seriously. City of Darkness. Qin Yang was a little puzzled when he heard this title. Isn't this a dark cave? And judging from the surrounding situation, it doesn't look like a city. My lord, what should we do? Facing this little animal-eared loli, Elise couldn't judge her next move for a while. I had to ask Qin Yang for help. Kill her, or continue the conversation with her. Qin Yang thought for a second, then said, talk to her about the Dark City first. It is good. Elise followed Qin Yang's order and continued to communicate with the little raccoon. We are indeed from the outside world. My name is Elise, and she is my sister Elise. Hello, hello. The little raccoon who heard their names had a happy smile on his face. This smile, for some reason, gave people the illusion of being saved from a desperate situation. What do you mean by the Dark City? Is there a city in the cave? According to Qin Yang's meaning, Elise asked about the existence of the Dark City. Yes, the little raccoon nodded. Both ears fluttered. Explained. The Dark City is on the 9th floor of the Dark Cave, but there are many 8th level monsters guarding it, so you can't reach there. A monster of the 8th rank. Shaoli's words shocked Qin Yang and the others. This is just a task with a rating of D+. There will be an 8th order monster. According to common sense, for an 8th level monster to appear, the task level must be at least S. Ask her, why is she here? Qin Yang continued to make Elise talk. Since little Lolita is an aborigine of the Dark City, it means that her strength is also very terrifying. After all, her neighbors are all 8th order monsters. Can you tell me why you are here? Why are you looking for us? Elise continued to ask. I want to get out of here, can you take me to the outside world? The raccoon made a request to Elise. Those big watery eyes were like bullets. It shot through the screen and shot into Qin Yang's heart. How could there be such a cute little guy? It was inhuman to reject her. Of course, this is just Qin Yang's inner thoughts, and he still needs to proceed with caution. Don't mess around. The reason, ask her why she left the Dark Cave. Why did you leave the Dark Cave? Is it because you were afraid of being torn to pieces by other monsters? Elise was also a little curious at the moment. Why did this little fox-eared loli leave the Dark Cave? Although her image is far from that of a monster. But the creatures that are native to this land will basically never leave their homeland. Unless someone gave them a guide, the outside world is far more exciting than the cave. Because the fox-eared little loli was a little hesitant, as if she didn't want to tell Elise the reason for leaving. However, in order to leave the Dark Cave, the little raccoon still chose to tell his reasons. Because I want to find the real thing. The book says that only the outside world has the real thing. The real thing. What is that? Elise and Alice looked at each other puzzledly, not quite understanding what the little raccoon meant. Only Qin Yang, who was sitting in front of the screen, looked solemn. He never expected that the reason why little Lolita wanted to leave was to find the real thing. Are you reading a light novel? Please, I don't eat much. I won't cause you any trouble. The little raccoon begged Elise again. I hope she can take herself out of this world. Master President, what do you say? Do you have this hobby? It is not Elise's decision whether to take the little raccoon away, but Qin Yang's. Bring it, we can better understand the Dark Cave with her here. Qin Yang finally decided to take the little raccoon with him. Because she is an aborigine of the Dark City, she must be very familiar with the Dark City and the Dark Cave. That's fine. After Elise received Qin Yang's affirmative answer, immediately said to the little raccoon, our president will not refuse anyone, and you are not very picky, so you can leave with us. Question mark, question mark, question mark. Thank you, thank you. Hearing that Elise was willing to take herself away, the little fox-eared Lolita was so moved that she cried, and rubbed the tears from the corners of her eyes with her snow-white hands. It was like fulfilling a long-cherished wish for many years. Okay, let's open the silver treasure chest first. I can't wait to know what treasures are inside the silver treasure chest. Qin Yang just wants to open the treasure chest now. Understood. Alice, go and open the treasure chest. The president can't take it anymore. Elise gave Qin Yang a blank look. Okay, Alice ran over immediately and opened the silver treasure chest. Open the silver treasure chest. Acquire epic props. Substitute doll 1. A substitute doll. Qin Yang will introduce the effect of opening this prop in the future. Bind a unit. You can change the position of the bound unit and doll at will. Oh, seems to be pretty good. Qin Yang's eyes lit up. Doesn't this mean that he can go to the adventurer's world through the substitute doll? As long as Elise and the others take the dolls and go to a safe place to replace them, that's fine. Good stuff. Obtain a rare item. Super large red blood bottle *1. Obtain a rare prop. Super large blue blood bottle 1. Suddenly, golden light suddenly appeared. Acquire legendary equipment. Al Ring 1. Shipped. Legendary quality equipment. Qin Yang excitedly took out that legendary quality equipment. Al Ring. It is woven of golden beams. The golden particles continuously rotate around a center, forming this piece of legendary equipment. Al Ring. Legendary equipment. Empowerment. Control. Effect. You can ignore all rules and imprison the soul of a unit. And gain control of the unit's body. Ignore all rules. Imprison a unit. Seeing the effect of Al's ring, Qin Yang's expression froze. This power seems to be very powerful, but there are some restrictions. It's like having a must-kill stunt. But in principle it can only be used once. It can be regarded as a top-grade equipment. By the way, can this thing be used by all levels of existence? What about gods? Qin Yang guessed randomly. There must be gods in this world, but no one has seen them yet. Even if it is the strongest existence, it is only the world boss of the 10th level, and the highest adventurer has only appeared at the 9th level. If you can control the gods, that will grow up. My lord, shall we come back now or continue to explore? After completing the exploration of the first floor of the dark cave, Elise asked Qin Yang for her next move. Come back first. Take a rest. Clear. The two Succubus sisters took the little fox-eared Lolita on their way back. Qin Yang, who had been in the guild all the time, stretched lazily. There was a faint smile on the corner of his mouth. He was quite satisfied with this permanent mission. Master President, here I come. Coincidentally, the elf princess Yumo pushed open the gate of the guild and appeared in Qin Yang's sight. She came to work on time. Sit down for a while, I will give you today's task later. Qin Yang handed Yumo a cup of tea. Let her sit for a while. Today's task, he hasn't refreshed yet. Okay. Yumo nodded and sat on the wooden board. She didn't drink tea, but hesitated, as if she had something to say to Qin Yang. Master President, have Alice, and the others gone to the task? Yumo asked Qin Yang. Well, I have a special task for them. Qin Yang didn't hide it either. Yumo is now her own. Special mission. That's great. The Succubus sisters who were on special missions made Yumo a little envious. Elf Kingdom, is it all right? Qin Yang asked proactively. Yumo never told Qin Yang about the Elf Kingdom. The Elf Kingdom is being attacked by monsters, and it was learned from Elise. It can last for a while, but not too long. Yumo's expression was full of helplessness. She also wants to save her kingdom, but her strength is too weak. If there is anything you want me to help, just say. You are also a member of the guild, and as the president, I will do what I can. Qin Yang asked with concern. Thank you for your concern, Mr. President. Qin Yang's concern made Yumo smile, and felt much better. But this is our elf kingdom's own business, and it shouldn't involve the guild, so I appreciate the kindness of the president. Okay then, the task has been refreshed, and I will assign it to you right away. Okay, Chairman. Yumo accepted the D-level task assigned to her by Qin Yang, then turned and left. Looking at Yumo's lonely back, Qin Yang sighed softly. As an elf princess, Yumo shoulders a very heavy responsibility. Master President, we are back. After Yumo leaves, Elise and Elise return to the guild. Thank you for your hard work. Where's that little loli? Qin Yang was surprised to find that the aboriginal raccoons in the dark cave had disappeared. Was it still there just now? Elise looked back suspiciously. The little raccoon was not seen. Sister, look at your shoulder. Alice suddenly pointed at Elise's right shoulder and shouted. On my shoulder. Elise looked over her right shoulder, and there was a little snow-white fox lying on her shoulder. The snow-white hair emits a little bit of fluorescence, like a fairy from the sky. How did she become a fox? Qin Yang felt very puzzled. When she was in the dark cave, she was still a cute little loli. How did you become a white fox when you came to the magic world? I don't know either, but this is a matter for you, the president. Elise picked up the white fox and threw it to Qin Yang. This is not something she needs to consider as an adventurer. The little guy is still asleep. Forget it, let's talk about it when she wakes up. Qin Yang carried the little raccoon back to his room and put him on his bed. If this is the real body of the little raccoon, then he would consider himself a pet. Usually alone is also good to relieve boredom, and the little guy is quite cute, fluffy and comfortable to the touch. I still have a task here, you guys go and finish it. This is also the last D-level task. Tomorrow I will increase the difficulty of the task to C level. Qin Yang gave the last task to the two sisters. The reason why they plan to increase the difficulty of the task is because the two sisters are already at the 6th level, which is enough to cope with the task of level C difficulty. Although Yumo is only at the 5th level, her strength seems to be much stronger than the Succubus sisters who are also at the 5th level. The reason is probably blood. As the only heir to the throne of the Elf Queen, her magical talent is also extremely powerful, enough to handle C-level tasks. Just one mission. Elise took over the task and glanced lightly. Then it was handed to Alice. Sister, go and finish this task, I'm tired and want to rest. Is my sister not together? No, the mission rewards are all yours. I want to go back to my room and sleep for a while, is that okay? Sister. Elise, who returned to the Succubus abyss, did not rest last night, so she wanted to be lazy for a while. All right then, sister, I'll go and finish this task. Alice left the guild after accepting the task. Qin Yang didn't make any comments, because there was only one D-level mission, and it didn't matter whether they went alone or two. And it was less than 10 seconds after Alice left the guild. Elise, who originally said she was going to rest, turned her attention to Qin Yang. A purple halo bloomed in the pupils, and she whispered charmingly, now it's just the two of us, President. It's just the two of us now. Elise smiled charmingly. Her slender fingers lifted slightly. In an instant, the armor on his body changed into the new clothes he bought a few days ago. Those black and shiny stockings instantly caught Qin Yang's attention. Good guy, it's black silk. The hot figure is paired with black silk just below the knee. This is simply lore. Instantly revived Qin Yang's heart. You sent Alice away on purpose, didn't you? Qin Yang shook his head with a wry smile. Why didn't I sleep well last night, wanting to rest is fake. This is what Elise really meant. Yeah, isn't it good? Elise turned into a phantom and teleported to Qin Yang. She leaned against Qin Yang's back, and put her arms around Qin Yang's neck. He whispered softly in Qin Yang's ear, Master President, do you guess what happened when I returned to the Succubus abyss yesterday? What happened? Qin Yang did not reject Elise. It should be said that there was no reason for the rejection. Who doesn't love a beauty in her arms? That's why the clansmen in my abyss are very envious of me. They say that the life force I absorb is the most perfect they have ever seen. If I can go further, I hope to become the first succubus to successfully open the 3 inscriptions. Quote. Elise smiled slightly, staring at Qin Yang's side face with star-like eyes. Now in her eyes, there is only the figure of Qin Yang. Won't you regret it? We've only known each other for a week. Master President, please respect my race. I am a succubus. I am the embodiment of desire. How can you regret such a thing? And my inscription pattern has been branded on your wrist. It's already yours. Master. What Elise said made Qin Yang couldn't help chuckling. Laugh at your own stupidity. Yes, Elise and the others are succubus, the embodiment of desire. The inscription has not been opened so far. This is the strangest thing, right? As for Qin Yang, is he willing to accept Elise? What Elise said before is quite right. He is a person who does not refuse anyone. You are mine now, Elise. Please help me unlock the boundary of the first inscription, my master. The following is a description of the scenery. 10,000 words are omitted. Sister, I'm back. Alice completed the task and returned to the guild. But they found that neither Qin Yang nor Elise were in the hall of the guild. Where are people? Alice rushed to the sister's bedroom in doubt, but did not see Alice. This made her face turn red instantly, and she rushed to Qin Yang's bedroom. Open the door. I saw a shocking scene. Beautiful hair. It feels quite comfortable. She saw that Qin Yang and Elise were surrounding the white fox that the little raccoon had turned into. Stroke her hair, and the little raccoon is still in a deep sleep at this time. Alice, welcome back. I found Alice pushing the door and entering. Elise immediately stood up and came to her twin sister. Sister, are you petting the little fox in the bedroom of the chairman? Alice looked at Alice suspiciously. Her sister is weird. Otherwise, what can I do? Tell me. Elise covered her mouth and smiled. It's okay, I'll just talk casually. After all, Alice didn't dare to doubt her sister, but her eyes were still full of suspicion. He deliberately glanced at Qin Yang. I always feel that the two of them have done something strange behind their backs. Okay, stop guessing, my good sister. Elise tapped Alice on the head, and continued to ask, by the way, you have also advanced to the 6th level succubus, do you want to go back to the succubus abyss? No, it doesn't make any difference whether you go back or not. Alice shook her head. She had no intention of going back to the succubus abyss. At least he won't return to the abyss because of this incident. That's up to you. I'm going to prepare dinner. The president said he wants to see what succubus usually eat. Elise walked to the guild's kitchen. She wants to cook for Qin Yang herself. Succubus food. Will humans get used to eating it? Alice asked in surprise. Never mind him, let's talk after we do it. Alice, come help. Coming. After the two sisters left their room, Qin Yang also stood up. But he was a little unsteady, and his legs were shaking all the time. This is a negative state where the spirit of life has not recovered. Only by time to recuperate. It's painful and joyful. Qin Yang shook his head with a wry smile. With a thought, he opened the task notice board. He is going to accept a special task and increase the difficulty of the task to C level. Special task. Defeat the guardian of the frozen snow mountain. Task difficulty, C+. Task reward, none. Adventurer's reward, none. Special. C-level tasks can be refreshed in the task notice bar. C+. Qin Yang was a little surprised. It turned out to be a special task of C+, but it was still within the capabilities of Elise and the others. Refresh. Qin Yang refreshed the task reward immediately. Special task. Defeat the guardian of the frozen snow mountain. Task difficulty, C+. Task reward, Snow Maiden's branch line. Complete this side line to get a special summon chance. Special summon. Legendary quality adventurers are guaranteed, mythical quality adventurers are rare. Adventurer's reward, none. A chance for special summoning. When Qin Yang saw the words, special summon, he immediately took a deep breath. Doesn't that mean he can summon mythical quality adventurers? Mythical quality adventurer. Countless memories flashed through Qin Yang's mind. In his impression, there were only 3 mythical adventurers in the world. And his country did not. That's right, there are no mythical adventurers in Qin Yang's country. Because it is difficult to obtain the qualifications for special summons. Not only must one have strength, but also extremely high luck. There are millions of guilds in the world, nearly hundreds of millions of summons, but only a few hundred legendary adventurers. Not to mention a mythical adventurer. That is the existence that can touch the gods. And now, there is an opportunity right in front of Qin Yang. Qin Yang, who has infinite refreshing ability, will get his first mythical adventurer. Accept the mission. Qin Yang was ecstatic. Even my legs didn't shake anymore, and my waist didn't feel sore anymore. You can continue to fight again. The task has been accepted. Please assign it to the adventurers in the guild. Yes, let Elise and the others complete this task tomorrow. Qin Yang's heart was a little excited. His guild will welcome a mythical adventurer. It was like a dream. Master President, dinner is ready. Elise's gentle call came from outside the door. It's like a wife calling her husband to eat. Coming, Qin Yang strode out of the bedroom. As everyone knows, he is about to be tortured by dark cuisine. Only one scream was heard. What? Immediately afterwards, Elise and Alice screamed. Master President, what's wrong with you? Wake up. Sister, the chairman seems to be foaming. It's over. It must be poisoned. I just said don't put that ingredient. You don't listen. But that ingredient is very nourishing. Quote. Before I knew it, it was midnight. Qin Yang opened his eyes in a daze. There were chaotic voices in his head. The memory of that evening has almost disappeared. I just remember that I ate a food similar to an eyeball. At that time, Elise said that it was a very nourishing nutritional product. What the hell is, Qin Yang also miraculously believed it. After eating that thing, staring at the stars, fell to the ground. Sure enough, it's better not to try the succubus food casually, it's beyond the scope of human beings. Hoo-hoo. Sudden, Qin Yang noticed that the quilt covering him squirmed a few times. Qin Yang hurriedly lifted the quilt. I found that the little raccoon was lying in it. At this time, she has turned into a little Lolita. I don't know what to do hiding in his quilt. Hello. After the little raccoon was discovered, a faint blush appeared on his face. The shy one didn't dare to look Qin Yang directly in the eyes. What are you doing hiding in my bed? Qin Yang asked speechlessly. Do little girls nowadays have any strange hobbies? I was just looking for something to eat. Sorry. Xiaoli lowered his head in shame, as if apologizing to Qin Yang. This pitiful expression instantly made Qin Yang lose his temper. My heart softened down. Forgive you. Qin Yang rubbed the little raccoon's head. Her two fox ears are soft and fluffy, and she enjoys touching them. Just to make Qin Yang curious, what kind of food can be found in the bed? Come with me, I happen to be a little hungry too. Qin Yang stood up from the bed, took Xiaoli by the hand, and led her to the kitchen. He didn't have a good dinner, so he was hungry too. Eat it. Qin Yang made 2 bowls of noodles, one for each person. Thanks. The little raccoon happily reached out to grab the noodles in the bowl. She doesn't seem to know how to use chopsticks very much. But just when Qin Yang was about to remind her, but found that this little guy just grabbed a piece of noodles, and then fed them into his little mouth without interruption. No need for chopsticks at all. And when eating noodles, the little raccoon pouts, his face is bulging and cute. Let him give up the idea of interrupting this beautiful picture. Instead, he admired it intently. Hiss. The last noodle was put into Xiaozui, and Xiaoli ate up his bowl of noodles. However, he was surprised to find that Qin Yang hadn't moved at all, and had been staring at her all the time. You look at me, is there something wrong? This made the little raccoon even more shy, and his face was flushed. Like a ripe apple, pleasant little cutie. Qin Yang smiled lightly before picking up the chopsticks to eat the noodles. After eating noodles, Qin Yang planned to tidy Xiaoli's separate room for her. But before Qin Yang could speak, the little raccoon rushed into Qin Yang's bedroom and jumped into the bed. Little raccoon, you should have your own room, Qin Yang said with a wry smile. Can't I be with you? You smell delicious, Xiaoli asked Qin Yang shyly. 2 big watery eyes flickering in the moonlight, the beauty is intoxicating. I can say whatever I want, it's fine. Qin Yang wiped his nose, indicating that you are free. Come, Xiaoli patted the place beside her with her snow-white hands. I'll just sleep a little bit, and I won't sleepwalk, so don't worry. Ahem. Good night, comma. The sun came up the next day. Qin Yang wakes up from dreamland. When he just woke up, he first glanced at the little raccoon beside him. She turned into a white fox again. Lying beside him, he fell asleep peacefully. Qin Yang got up quietly. Start today's busy day after a simple wash. About 8 o'clock, with the elf princess Yumo coming to the guild, today's mission officially begins. There is a special task for you to complete today, but please pay attention to safety. Qin Yang exhorted the 3 of them. Special mission. The 3 opened the task assigned to them by Qin Yang suspiciously. Special task. Defeat the guardian of the frozen snow mountain. Task difficulty, C+. Task reward, Snow Maiden's branch line. Complete this side line to get a special summon chance. Adventurer's reward, 300 gold maximum. This task has a reward of 300 gold. All 3 of them were frightened by the high remuneration. This is the first time they have seen 3-digit gold coin rewards. This has exceeded the amount of rewards obtained for S-level missions. After the task is completed, the 3 of you will share it equally, how about it? The chairman has the final say. Then let's go, my adventurers. The guild will always guide you. Return in triumph. Set off. The 3 of Elise set off for the frozen snow mountain. After the 3 of them left the guild, Qin Yang is not idle either. He plans to expand the size of the guild and dress up your guild. As for recruiting new adventurers, Qin Yang has always been concerned about the recruiting pool. It was found that the number of legendary adventurers has always been 0. This means that there are no legendary level adventurers to upload personal information to seek recruitment from the Adventurers Guild. So recruiting new adventurers was put aside by Qin Yang, waiting for new legendary adventurers to enter the card pool to recruit. You must know that the strength of legendary adventurers far exceeds that of epic adventurers, let alone rare and ordinary. Legendary quality adventurers have the strength to leapfrog and defeat other quality adventurers. It can be regarded as the arrogance of the sect in fantasy novels. Should we expand some new rooms first? There are always some adventurers who are displaced and have no home to return to. Qin Yang first expanded several layers of guilds. Now, the size of his guild has reached 2,000 square meters. There are a total of 10 separate bedrooms and 2 guild halls for adventurers to rest. Not only that, but he also bought a lot of drinks and food. When the number of guild members increases in the future, this place will become very lively. Qin Yang imagined the scene of a dozen guild members toasting and celebrating, with a faint smile on the corner of his mouth. This is the life in another world he wants. In addition to these, Qin Yang also purchased a hot spring bath. Not too big, it can accommodate 20 or 30 people. Hey, buy some more furniture and decor. Qin Yang spent another sum of money on furniture and decorations. This series of expenses probably cost Qin Yang 30 gold coins. Almost. Qin Yang rested on the sofa after arranging the furniture. Now the entire guild has taken on a completely new look. The original small wooden stool became a soft sofa. Wine and black tea are also placed on the round wooden table for members of the guild to drink. There are all kinds of snacks, and this place is like a paradise for fat houses. In addition to this, Qin Yang also bought a huge crystal as decorations, placed in the center of the guild hall. Not bad, very good. Qin Yang praised again and again, he is really amazing. Qin Yang turned on the world channel with a thought. He glanced casually and found that everyone was discussing the president of the 9th level guild. It seems that the leader of the 9th level guild has been missing for a long time, and has not carried out any adventure activities for half a month. After turning off the world channel, Qin Yang opened the classmate group. See what his lovely classmates are chatting about. Brothers, I went to the Grand Guild's interview today. I met the leader of the 7th level guild. Which level 7 guild? White Dragon Guild. They agreed to make my guild a subsidiary guild of White Dragon Guild. Now I am also a member of the Grand Guild. Really, Chen Hai, you are going to reach the pinnacle of your life. Ha. I don't know why they would take a fancy to my 3rd level guild, maybe because I have a 5th level rare royal knight. Chen Hai, have you seen the legendary adventurers in the Grand Guild? I remember that every 7th level Grand Guild has powerful adventurers of legendary quality. I see. It's a centaur. The giant axe in its hand is at least 5 meters long. It's terrifying. I'm so envious. Chen Hai, wait until you get rich. Don't forget about us. By the way, brothers, I heard a very important news in the Grand Council. About the world boss. About the world boss. Qin Yang developed a strong interest in this news. In less than a month, it will be the world boss battle. What important news? Can you tell me? At Shanghai, Qin Yang specially at Shanghai, hoping that Chen Hai can tell the news. Yo, Qin Yang, are you resurrected? It's been a week since I joined the group chat, and I've only said 10 sentences in total. Qin Yang, are you secretly developing to amaze the world? Ha. I guess Qin Yang has already completed the guild registration, right? Qin Yang, well, yes. I said it casually. Cow, Qin Yang, completing the guild registration in a week is also very fast. Compared with that monster guild, it is much worse. Qin Yang raised his eyebrows. The monster guild he mentioned should be his own Qingyang guild, right? At Qingyang, the important news is that only the 7th level and 8th level guilds will participate in this world boss campaign. Before that, the 9th level guild led all the guilds to fight, but something seems to have happened this time. You mean that Xiaoguo's only 9th level guild does not participate in the expedition against the 7th level world boss? Wouldn't it be that our Xia Kingdom's contribution is much less than that of other countries when it comes to level 7 bosses? I don't know, the president of the 9th level guild has been out of contact for a long time. Maybe you are busy with other things. Is there anything more important than the world boss? Could it be that they will grow? Don't talk nonsense. This is the only 9th level guild in Sha Kingdom. It's a card. Exactly. Without him, our country of Sha will be finished. I hope nothing will happen. This world boss battle feels a bit wrong. Quote. Qin Yang turned off the group chat. He was also a little curious about what the 9th level guild was up to. He is actually willing to give up the world boss. However, without the support of any reliable information, he would never think of why the 9th level guild would withdraw from the boss battle. When I recruit mythical quality adventurers, I should have the strength to participate in the 7th level boss battle. Qin Yang muttered to himself. Elise and the others haven't reached the 7th level yet, so they can't face the 7th level world boss. But adventurers with mythical qualities are definitely above the 7th level. This is the strongest trump card for whether Qin Yang can shine in the world boss. Of course, there is still about a month to go. Maybe this month Elise and the others will be promoted to the 7th level. With their joint efforts, the probability of recruiting legendary adventurers has increased to 0.000035%. Has a new legendary adventurer joined the recruitment card pool? Qin Yang was overjoyed. His guild can add another fierce general. Recruit. Put a gold coin into the recruitment pool. A dim ball of light revolves around the gray card. Immediately afterwards, ding, white light flashed. Congratulations. Successfully recruited a first-order ordinary adventurer, Goblin Warrior, Aemon. Refresh. Congratulations. Successfully recruited too. Refresh. Qin Yang clicks frantically to refresh. Finally, after more than 6,000 refreshes. Looking forward to the flash of golden light. I'm coming. Qin Yang is very excited. Finally refreshed it for him. Congratulations. Successfully recruited a 7th rank legendary adventurer, the Great Magician Diane. Level 7. Great Mage. Qin Yang gasped. This is the first time he has recruited adventurers of the 7th rank. You know, if you want to upgrade to a 7th level guild, the most important thing is to meet the number of 7th level adventurers in the guild. 3 adventurers of epic rank or above are required. Now, Qin Yang is about to have one. With the golden light falling, a graceful figure appeared before Qin Yang's eyes. She was wearing a blue magic hat, and her curly brown hair fell like a waterfall. He was wearing a blue star magic robe with white lace. But it's not so much wearing a mage's robe, it's better to say it's wrapped like a quilt. Her whole body was wrapped in the blue mage's robe, revealing a stunning face. Hello, cute little boy, I am the great human magician, Diane's. A university student who studies immortality magic. Diane introduced herself to Qin Yang gently. When she smiles, her eyes are narrowed into crescent moons, and a beauty mole is dotted on her clean and flawless face, showing her elegant and mature charm to the fullest. My name is Qin Yang, welcome to my guild. Qin Yang also greeted this 7th level great magician with joy. A great scholar who studies the magic of immortality. This sounds great, and Diane is also a beautiful woman. Her royal sister Fan is completely different from Elise and the others. If we say that the 2 succubi are simple and straightforward temptations, big sisters who make people's hearts flutter at a glance, then Diane is more like a weather-beaten senior. She looks like she has a lot of knowledge. You said you were studying the magic of immortality. Then you must be very old, right? How old are you? Qin Yang asked curiously. The temptation of eternal life is indeed quite great. It's stupid to ask a woman's age. Diane smiled kindly. You just need to know that I'm a little older than you. Quote. Qin Yang frowned. How much bigger is this? Judging from Diane's appearance, she is probably around 28 years old, right? But the actual age must be more than 30 or 40 years old. By the way, one more thing. Although I know it's not polite to say this, I still need to inform you in advance, President Qin Yang. Diane suddenly became serious. A trace of indifference flashed in her eyes. I accepted the task to raise funds for researching magic, so I will not sign a permanent contract with any guild. Can you accept it? Aren't you willing to sign a permanent contract? This gave Qin Yang a headache. But every adventurer is free, and they have the right to contract with the guild. After thinking for a while, Qin Yang chose to agree to Diane's request. That's fine, but you have to stay with me for at least 3 months, is that okay? Qin Yang asked Diane. As for what to do after 3 months? Maybe Diane is willing to stay for some reason. 3 months. That's okay. Magic research is still a few hundred gold short, so it should be about the same time. Diane made a rough calculation. Based on 2 gold coins for a C-level task, there are 180 gold coins in 3 months, which is probably enough. Qin Yang was silent on the other hand, because to earn 180 gold, it may only take 2 or 3 days in his guild. Get her out of the way first. The task will be assigned to you later. You can take off the mage's robe first, isn't it hot? Diane has been wearing her star magic robe since she appeared. But now that summer is approaching, the weather is already a bit hot and dry. He. You are the 1,235,563rd man who wants to see the secrets under my robe. You only need 10 gold for the sake of being my president. I will reluctantly open the robe for you. How about it? 10 gold to see. Why don't you go and rob? Qin Yang gave Diane a white look. Good guy. Does anyone really pay 10 gold for a look? Isn't that silly? Besides, what can be seen in a magician's robe? Now you are the 1,235,563rd person to reject me. It seems that the secret under my robe can only be revealed by the next destined person. Diane sighed in disappointment. I thought the 10 gold flew away. Although I can't give you 10 gold coins, I can set the reward for your first mission to 10 gold coins, how should I say? Sudden, Qin Yang bargained to Diane. Real, Qin Yang's counter-offer made Diane's eyes shine instantly. A general C-level task is only 2 gold, if it is increased to 10 gold, it will be an extra 8 gold. This has exceeded her estimate. Qin Yang smiled and nodded. Of course it's true. After all, the rewards for his C-level missions here start at 100 gold coins. If it is set to 10 gold coins, it seems to be him who earned it. That's good. I'll show you the secret under my robe. Diane excitedly opened her star magic robe for Qin Yang. The moment she opened it, Qin Yang saw a snow-white piece. The secret under the magic robe turned out to be nothing. PFF. Where's your clothes? Sell it. Sell it for money to study the magic of immortality. Then why don't you sell the magician's robes? Sell your own clothes. How is this possible? The magic robe is a symbol of a magician. I can't sell my magic robe. Qin Yang was dizzy. This magician ant. It is the best. But I have to say, the figure is really good. Qin Yang wiped the blood from his nose. Immediately bought a new set of clothes from the mall and threw them to Diane. Put it on quickly. Treat it as a gift from me. You are such a kind person. Don't you want to watch it for a while? This is a scene that many people dream of, and you are the first to see it all. No, I really appreciate the hospitality. Under Qin Yang's strong request, Diane put on the clothes. A black dress fits Diane's mature temperament very well, and the material is translucent. So it is more flavorful. It seems a little small. Diane tugged at her shoulder straps with a pained expression on her face. Undo this button. Qin Yang shook his head helplessly, helping Diane to adjust. His eyes are golden eyes, and the size can be seen at a glance. How could it go wrong? Well, it's much better now. After the adjustment, Diane's expression changed from pain to comfort. Remember, this dress cannot be sold for funds for researching magic, because it is my property in principle. Qin Yang gave Diane a white look, and exhorted. Now he began to wonder whether Diane's life experience was a little bit different from a senior. After all, being able to sell clothes in exchange for funds for researching magic is not something that ordinary people would have thought of. Well then, I will take this dress as a gift from you, and I will treasure it forever. Diane narrowed her eyes and smiled. There was not the slightest wave of emotion on that gentle face. It was as if none of these things mattered in her mind. Master President, we are back. At this time, the voices of Elise and the others came from outside the door. The 3 successfully defeated the guardian of the frozen snow mountain, and returned triumphantly. Squeak. The door is opened. The figures of the 3 came into Qin Yang's sight one by one. In Elise's hand, there is also a bead exuding cold air, which should be a prop for this mission. My God, how did the guild become like this? It's such a warm feeling. Are these arranged by the president? It seems that the chairman is not only able to issue tasks. The three were amazed at the current appearance of the guild. Compared with the original simple guild with only one wooden table and 2 wooden stools, the current guild feels more like home. Who is this? The three came to Qin Yang's side. He looked curiously at Diane, who was standing on the right side of Qin Yang. She is my newly recruited adventurer, the great magician Diane. Qin Yang introduced to the three. Diane. Hearing the name Diane, the elf princess Yumo was a little surprised. It's like knowing each other. You recognize? Qin Yang asked Yumo curiously. Yumo nodded. In Qin Yang's ear, he said in a very soft voice, she is a legend in the magic world, and she has the most thorough research on the magic of immortality. If the president is also interested in immortality, she may be able to help you. Even if you can't, eternal life can also extend your lifespan by 100 or 200 years. So smart. Qin Yang looked at Diane with slight surprise. After all, human life is only 70 or 80 years, if Diane really has a way to prolong her life. That's a good thing for him too. By the way, do you know her age? I'll just ask. Hundreds of years old. I don't know very well, anyway, it's only a lot. Yumo tilted her head and said with some uncertainty. How many years old? Qin Yang raised his eyebrows unnaturally. He thought Diane was only 30 or 40 years old, but turned out to be hundreds of years old. Is this the magic of immortality? It can not only prolong life, but also keep the appearance forever. It's incredible. Master President, this is for you. Elise came over and handed the cold bead to Qin Yang. It is good. Qin Yang took the beads. Task submitted immediately. Mission completed. Now you can refresh to sea-level missions. Get rewarded. Snow Girl Branch Special. Adventurers reward 300 gold coins. Increase the upper limit of missions. Current maximum number of missions, 4 quarters. Spend 10 silver coins to increase the number of quests to 4. However, one of the positions is occupied by the Dark Cave mission, so there are still only 3 missions that can be refreshed every day. Refresh. Qin Yang refreshed the previous D-level missions. 3 C-level tasks appeared in front of his eyes. Defeat the giant snake in the swamp of the dead. Task difficulty, C. Task reward, 3 gold coins. Adventurer reward, 1 gold coin, 50 silver coins. Collect, E fresh * 9999. Defeat the giant snake in the swamp of the dead. Task difficulty, C. Task reward, 285 gold coins. Adventurer reward, 145 gold coins. Collect, the 3 C-level missions have been refreshed, and Qin Yang has refreshed the mission rewards to a state close to the maximum value. Just one task can get Qin Yang nearly 300 gold coins. 3 is nearly 1,000 gold coins. It also means that Qin Yang's guild has achieved the achievement of increasing daily income in just 1 week. For other guilds, this is simply a dimensionality reduction blow. After all, Qin Yang Guild was the first guild to earn thousands of gold coins a day. Even the 9th level guild does not have such a high daily income. 3 tasks, 1 for you 2 sisters, 1 for Yumo, and 1 for Diane. Qin Yang has already assigned the tasks. Elise and the others will not complain, after all, they still have special missions. It's yours. Qin Yang first assigned one of the tasks to Elise and Alice. The 2 sisters who saw the task reward looked at each other and smiled. Sister, let's go and try to come back before dinner. Eat the president's warm meal. Okay, sister. The 2 succubus sisters left after accepting the task. This is yours. Qin Yang assigned the second task to Yumo. Yumo, who accepted the task, was flattered. He murmured softly, "Great. If this continues, we will soon be able to raise enough money to save the Elven Kingdom." Then he left the guild excitedly to complete the task. This is your task. I will give you 10 gold coins as agreed upon. Qin Yang assigned the last task to Diane. It's really great that you can keep your promise. Just when Diane was happy for taking 8 more gold coins, she saw the adventurer's reward marked on the quest Qin Yang gave her. I am not calm in an instant. 130 gold coins. Why is there such a high reward for adventurers? Did I receive an S-level mission? Diane stared at her task panel in trepidation. 130 gold coins. Is this an adventurer's reward from a C-level mission? Is this serious? Ahem, correct me, it's 10 gold coins, we agreed. Qin Yang coughed and corrected Diane. The agreed 10 gold coins are 10 gold coins. He will be handed over to Diane with no more and no less. This made Diane anxious. More than 100 gold coins for a C-level mission. Doesn't this mean that 2 missions are enough funds for magic research? If she was here all the time, wouldn't her magic research be? She must seize this opportunity. Master President, can the permanent contract mentioned earlier be signed? I am willing to be the master's dog. I would like to become a dog that grows up. Diane was eventually conquered by money. Because this is so much to give. 130 gold coins. This is the amount of remuneration she could only get if she worked hard for 2 months in other guilds, but here in Qin Yang. Just one day. Diane's fierce reaction made Qin Yang smile slightly. Sure enough, money can make Motui ghosts. This sentence is suitable no matter which world it is used in. Are you sure? I don't mind anyway, but after signing the permanent contract, you will always be a member of my Qin Yang guild. Qin Yang smiled and took out the permanent contract. The monthly salary on the above is impressively written with 0 feet. Of course, it's my pleasure. Diane has completely disregarded any treaty. In the face of high-risk rewards, she has no resistance at all. With this money, she can continue her permanent magic research. Her dream of immortality finally has a chance to be seen. Swish swish swish. Diane signed her name on the permanent contract. Ah, that's good. Qin Yang nodded calmly. Guild number +1. For me, I will complete the task first, Mr. President. Diane smiled, ready to leave to complete the task. Wait, I heard you've been living in a cave. Qin Yang stopped Diane temporarily. Well, because the rent also costs money. Diane nodded. This is sad news. Let me prepare a room for you. You will live in the guild from now on. Really, thank you so much, President. You are my angel. If you have any request for me, I will agree without hesitation. Even if you really want me to be a dog. Tears welled up in Diane's eyes. She was really moved by Qin Yang's behavior. Stop talking nonsense. Hurry up and complete the task. Qin Yang waved his hand, telling Diane to leave quickly. This great magician is really a bit perverted. Wait for me to come back. Chairman, hehehehe. Diane walked out of the guild. Her unrestrained laughter filled the air. What kind of adventurers have I recruited? Qin Yang shook his head with a wry smile. The 2 succubus sisters who drink without paying, the elf princess whose kingdom is in jeopardy, the great magician who sells his clothes in order to study immortality. It's really weird. Since they're all going to do the mission, it's time for me to find out about that. Qin Yang opened the side mission of Snow Girl. Soon, a string of small red characters appeared in midair. Subject line of the Daughter of the Snow Mountain. On the frozen snow mountain, there is a woman who is not good at speaking. She seems to be waiting for the arrival of a destined person for 1,000 years. This is. Qin Yang was a little confused when he saw the content of the branch line. Is this going there by yourself? After all, he received this side mission, so he is the predestined person mentioned in the text. Find the Daughter of the Snow Mountain. She may be in the ice and snow cave. Requires the presence of a predestined person. Do you really want me to go there by myself? Qin Yang's expression was mixed. He didn't know how to deal with this weird task request. But, this special call is too tempting. He has to get it. It's not particularly dangerous, as long as Iris and the others enter the snow mountain first, and then I will teleport there through the stand-in puppet. Qin Yang has already thought of a solution. With a stand-in, he can avoid crossing dangerous areas and go straight to his destination. Find some time to lie down on the snow-capped mountains. Mythical quality adventurer. I'm bound to win. Qin Yang must not give up this special call. Can the guild be on par with the 7th level guild in a short period of time? Just look at this special call. Ah, good morning, Qin Yang big brother. Sudden, a cutie appeared beside Qin Yang. He gently grabbed the corner of Qin Yang's clothes with his hand. It's getting dark now, little raccoon. Qin Yang shook his head with a smile. This little guy seems to be sleeping during the day, on the contrary it will be much more lively at night. But I'm so sleepy. The little raccoon rubbed her eyes with her snow-white hands. Even though she slept until the afternoon, she still felt sleepy. It may be that the biological clock is very chaotic because of staying in the dark cave for too long. Hungry. I'm just about to make dinner. Chin Yong asked the little raccoon. I want to eat meat. Okay, sit on the sofa for a while, I'll get ready. Chin Yong smiled lightly, he already regarded Xiaoli as his younger sister. He even forgot that he asked Elise and the others to bring the little raccoon back to understand the situation in the dark cave. That's right, Chin Yong big brother. Sudden, the little raccoon grabbed Chin Yang's clothes again. What's wrong? Chin Yong stopped and looked at Xiaoli suspiciously. There is something I wanted to give you last night, Xiaoli just remembered it now, give it. The little raccoon pulled out a white bead out of nowhere. The bead is white in color and looks like a toffee. What's the use of this? Chin Yong asked puzzledly. Little raccoon. Chin Yong big brother, you eat it first. Oh. Chin Yong nodded and followed Xiaoli's instructions. Swallow that bead into your stomach. And at the next moment, he understood the magical function of this bead. Accompanied by a milky fragrance spread between the lips and teeth. The voice of the little raccoon came from Chin Yang's ear. Chin Yong big brother, can you hear my voice? The voice from my heart. Can you hear my voice? Chin Yong big brother, the little raccoon asked Chin Yong. Her lips were not parted. But Chin Yong could hear her voice clearly. A voice from the depths of your heart. Chin Yong understood instantly. It was the white bead the little raccoon gave him just now. Let him hear the little raccoon's heart. Am I able to hear everyone's voice now? A delighted smile appeared on the corner of Chin Yang's mouth. Yes, Chin Yong big brother, what I gave you just now is the spirit of the white fox. It gives you a talent magic, to eavesdrop on your heart. But it is not absolute. If the other party's spiritual power far exceeds yours and treats you if you take precautions, it may fail. The little raccoon nodded vigorously, indicating that all of this is real. The spirit of the white fox that Chin Yong ate gave him the innate magic of eavesdropping. This is also the innate magic that the little raccoon's race was born with. Magical ability. Chin Yong looked at his hands in disbelief. This is the first time he has obtained props that can improve himself. Let him get his first magic. Thank you. Chin Yong smiled and rubbed the little raccoon's furry ears. I have to say that the fox's ears are really comfortable to the touch. Let him put it down. I'm going to cook first, you sit here for a while. The meal will be ready soon. It is good. Chin Yong turned around and entered the kitchen. And the little raccoon sat quietly on the sofa. After Chin Yong left, the expression on the little raccoon's face changed slightly. The little mouth still muttered softly, I hope this is the real thing I'm looking for. I will protect you forever. Here comes the chicken soup. Chin Yong walked out of the kitchen carrying chicken soup. At this time, Elise and the others had already returned to the guild. Elf Princess Yumo also stayed for a dinner at the warm invitation of Chin Yong. It smells so good. I haven't eaten delicious food for a long time. The great magician Diane picked up the spoon excitedly, wanting to be the first to taste the chicken soup made by Chin Yong. Wait, suddenly Chin Yong stopped Diane. What's wrong? Diane looked at Chin Yong suspiciously. I don't know why he wants to stop it himself. Is it poisonous in chicken soup? I haven't released my exclusive secret recipe yet. Chin Yong took out a small medicine bottle from his pocket. Then pour the exclusive seasoning inside into the chicken soup. Stir, stir, stir. Okay, try it. Just let me be a guinea pig. Diane took a spoonful of chicken soup and tasted it carefully. After taking a sip of tea, Diane's face suddenly turned slightly red, as if she had taken some strange medicine. What about the taste? Why are you blushing? Is it very spicy? Elise, Alice, and Yumo asked Diane in unison. It's delicious. This is the best chicken soup I've ever had. It's delicious. Reminds me of when I was 18 and the snowflakes were falling. Diane is full of praise for Chin Yang's chicken soup. The 3 words, best drink, were directly used. Really? I'll try it. It's really delicious. What is the exclusive secret recipe? It was delicious. Everyone was instantly overwhelmed by Chin Yang's chicken soup, and after a while, the chicken soup was completely drunk without a drop left. Chin Yong just smiled lightly at this. What did you ask him to add? It's a secret. After dinner, Yumo returned to the Elf Kingdom. Chin Yong tidied up a room for Diane. In the future, she will also be a permanent member of the guild. Suddenly there is an amiable female magician, and it seems to feel pretty good. It's just that this female magician has a weird personality. Her mind is full of research on her immortality magic, and she is afraid that she will have to set up a separate magic research room for her in the future. How tiring. Go take a shower. Qin Yang stretched his limbs, ready to go to the hot spring bath to soak in the hot spring. Relieve the fatigue of the body. This is not a substitute for the spirit of life. Soaking in hot springs is about the process, not the result. Taking a wooden tub with toiletries in it, Qin Yang stepped into the hot spring bathroom. As soon as he entered, the white water vapor covered Qin Yang's eyes. In addition to that, there were exclamations from Elise and Alice. Wow, little raccoon, your skin is so smooth. What a cute little tail. Touch it. My tail can't get wet. Qin Yang paused, wanting to retreat. I didn't expect to bump into their bath time. Just when Qin Yang was about to leave. Just when Diane entered the bathroom, she had an epic meeting with Qin Yang. President. Diane was a little surprised at first, and then a gentle smile appeared on her face. Do you want to be together? I can help you wipe your back. No, I'm fine. Qin Yang was about to leave in a hurry. He can't stay in this fancy world for too long. It's all here. Don't rush to leave. Diane's voice attracted the attention of Elise and the others. It's just a blink of an eye. Elise, who was stroking the little raccoon's tail, appeared beside Qin Yang. Took his wrist. Master President, come in. I'll show you something nice. I hope everyone will support it and subscribe more.